Welcome to Game Night, everybody. We are here in Caldea Studios. Gen Con is presenting Alien the RPG. My name is Derek. We have Peter joining us. We have Markus, Banzai, and Joe, who feels better this week.
I'm not dying. Well,
No, your character died. So, we have a lot to catch people up on. If anybody is just joining us and hasn't seen the previous episodes of Alien, this is the third. A lot of stuff went down last week.
let's go ahead and go back and watch the first two. We'll wait.
Yep. I don't actually think that's how it's going to work. Oh. But after you watch this episode, you can go back and watch the other episodes on Twitch or on YouTube if you're curious about who is what and why and who's burning. We also have changed a few players because not everybody could make it the whole time. Conveniently, most of the players who couldn't make it died.
Perfect.
Or they left themselves in such dramatically questionable circumstances that I think the audience can presume that until the sequel comes out, they're straight up dead.
Perfect.
We didn't see a body or an explosion, so no promises, but until then, we're fine. So, I'm just going to review the rules a little bit. I'm going to note a few things that we got wrong last time. Then we're going to talk over who's playing what character. And then we're going to talk about people have selected new characters because some of their old characters died, etc. So first, the basic mechanic of the Alien RPG. And this is the officially licensed RPG from Free League, in case anybody is not aware of it. Are you reading more than you're supposed to read?
What's that?
That's a yes. That means yes.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
That'll become pretty clear pretty soon.
He was being sneaky.
So,
I was like, this word. I keep bringing it over again.
I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
But he took the book away from Joe. Yeah, that's the important thing to know.
So, this is the officially licensed Alien RPG, and it's kind of interesting that it has a cinematic mode and a open world mode, basically a campaign mode, which is interesting terminology because a lot of we just call it like a one shot or a normal campaign. But I think they're really leaning into the cinematic part because they really want you to be willing to die.
Yes.
That is a very alien kind of thing. So, the basic mechanics, you have an attribute, you have a skill, you're going to add that many dice together, you're going to roll that many d6s. If you get a 6, you succeeded. If you get more than 1 6, you might have a cooler benefit. You might have a stunt or something you pull off. That's it. If you did not get a 6, you can push the roll.
Yes.
You add 1 stress to yourself. You increase your stress level by 1, and you get to re-roll everything that was not a success. Okay. You can push even if you just want more successes. Anytime you roll, you're going to roll a number of dice of a different color, like these yellow dice, equal to your stress level. And those are just other dice. If they get 6s, great. You just get free dice. That's wonderful. The one cost is that if you get a 1, and this is a rule we messed up.
Which looks like a face hugger.
Yep, on the official dice, it's a face hugger. If you get a 1, you can't push the roll. You're stuck with whatever you rolled, and you roll on the panic table.
Oh, wait, didn't we do that?
Yeah, we messed that up. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Just think of this as ratcheting tension.
I don't like the sound of panic table.
I love the sound of panic table.
It worked out pretty well for everybody.
Panic table?
No, you can't red card the so.
My goal is to get to the panic table as fast as possible.
Don't worry, people were pushing rolls so fast.
How many stress dice do I get to start with?
We can discuss this. I was considering letting you just roll a d6 and you start with that many stress dice.
Oh.
So,
in that case, the 6 would not be good.
To be honest, that is the
Game.
The mechanics.
Yes.
There are some other details, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay. The other things that we probably want to talk about at the beginning of the session are just like general table manners. Again, as I've mentioned before, I try to be a pretty flexible GM. If I call for a particular skill or something like that, and you think that a different skill would be more suitable, suggest it. Worst I'm going to do is say, no, I don't really think so. But at least it's worth a try. Second, chat, I'm sure will catch other mistakes that we make and things like that. That's totally fine. We might mess up rules. A lot of times I will just decide what we're going to do to get the action rolling, and we can figure out the actual rule later on. That's kind of why I'm realizing this for this session about the stress.
Perfect.
Additionally, I don't really mind if you have your phones out, especially because I know Banzai's in chat paying attention to that. Some people might be looking at rules references or something like that. It's all totally fine. Just as when we come to you and it's your turn or you're in a scene, just make sure that you are prepared to kind of answer and respond at a reasonable rate.
Perfect.
Awesome.
The other thing to keep in mind is that this is a horror RPG. I want you to be uncomfortable and a little bit scared. I don't want you to not have fun. Okay? So, here, let me give you, I think Miller's pink card is over here. Do you have, yeah, you have your pink card. So, because the table is big, we don't have one X card to tap on, but everybody has a little pink card. If stuff is just getting to be too much and we just need to veto that, as long as it's not the panic table.
I will need one of these.
Okay, that's fine. You can still have one just in case you change your mind. So, like, if something comes up that we just need to go to a black screen on and move on, that's totally fine.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. We'll adapt. Last week, I think Javion had a couple moments where he was really on edge and going to use it, but he got through it.
He did.
Yeah.
But at one point, we had some of our set fell.
Sorry,
was-
Gen Con
yeah.
raccoon. It was a Gen Con official raccoon.
Yep.
Gen Con official raccoon.
So we had some of our set fall, which we were already all on edge, and that sent. So we decided at that moment maybe to take a 5-minute break. We could always do that if things get to that point.
There's a clip. I'd suggest looking it up.
Yeah. So I think that's basically table rules and game rules. Unless anybody has any questions they want to bring up, anything they were concerned about last time. No.
Yeah.
Great.
That's good.
So let's talk about characters. Our only returning surviving champion is Banzai, playing the role of Rai.
Rai.
Do you want to describe your character very briefly?
Yes. Rai, they are just really tired and need to get home. I lost my best friend, Cham. He died. Because Davis, I could have been there with Cham. I could have been there. Could have saved him.
You would have died too, kid.
But yeah, I had enough of this company. I just need to not be here anymore. So I gotta put my head down to the grind and just get home.
All right, well, so the other returning character, but with a different player, is Davis, the pilot.
Yes, Davis. She is 27. Her name is Lee Davis. Her favorite beverage, wink, is coffee, wink. And she loves to freebase coffee, yeah. And that's a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. This is the character Emma was playing, most recently seen, I believe, throwing an axe into near a fire and then stomping on someone's face until it stopped being a face.
Most recently and repeatedly seen throwing an axe at something.
Also, just stepping on somebody's trachea.
Just stepping on someone's trachea. That happens all the time. But that's, that's just Davis, the pilot. You know.
So,
What's up?
You had started us off playing Wilson, the company agent. Last episode, Wilson was lit on fire by his captain and kicked into an alien.
This boy is on fire.
I don't think I can blame Markus.
Couldn't be helped, frankly.
I don't think I can blame Markus, who played him. I think the captain had a plan in mind. So, we had talked about there were characters that I left their fate intentionally ambiguous, knowing that we would have two new people in. So we had the second in command, who woke from cryosleep, who was not particularly assertive.
Perfect. Yep.
We had an android that has been suffering severe head trauma for about 70 years. We had the mean Marine that I think the previous captain did not like at all.
Yes.
And we also had Karen Clayton, the company agent, who would like to see the management, please.
Karen's my
Wait,
favorite.
but she is the manager.
She wants to bring this up higher.
Oh.
And I believe those were the characters that we talked that the two of you might pick up and play.
Right.
You had decided on...
Johns. Yes. Johns.
So that is the second in command.
Albert Johns, second in command. Now the first in command because the captain's dead. And I guess that puts me in charge.
Well, there was a moment of jockeying because Miller was the captain of the other ship that rescued you. So
Oh, yeah, probably best to put him in charge.
you haven't seen him in a little while.
Oh, shit. I guess that means I'm in charge.
So we also have you decided to be
Bad choice.
Ava 6. Eve 6. The synthetic.
Ava.
great. So you are the head trauma one. You were eager to help last time, but you were of limited use, I think. Yeah, I think they kept leading you back and forth from tasks and not letting you actually finish any of them.
That sounds about right. It's just like real life.
Yep. Yes, so speaking of weapons, chat asked about weapons. I think, so
Thanks, chat.
Here's two things. You had 2 flamethrowers. You had 2 flamethrowers. One of them got sucked out an airlock, so I'll just take that one back.
Thanks.
Thanks.
The second one was being wielded by your former captain against your former company agent in the presence of an alien. Oh, nope, that one was probably lost too. I don't have a card for a fire axe, so you'll just have to pretend.
It's okay.
So I believe at this point, you are trapped in space with an axe and a bunch of aliens.
Well,
You know what? I think this is going well.
We're in a good position.
We're in a great
according to my
position.
notes, I have a pistol. Is that?
You haven't gotten it yet, though.
I haven't gotten it.
Yeah, like, so you've woken
Oh,
up, some
okay.
stuff has happened. You did not go into cryosleep with your pistol.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that'd have been great. Get bread from my
I
cold
sleep with
frozen
a gun
hand.
under my pillow.
Do I have my key card so I can get to my pistol?
Yeah, you could get your key card.
I like how chat was like, oh, at least you stopped off a spaceship, but oh, wait.
But Cham's the. Oh no.
So, why don't
Thanks.
we just very briefly review what happens during Act 1 and Act 2. So, in Act 1,
Yes.
you woke up from cryosleep expecting to arrive and to complete your job and get paid and go home and not have to worry about anything because this is your basically space truckers. And then you instead woke up kind of in the middle of nowhere, not really sure what's going on. You got a mystery SOS. You investigated, found an enormous science ship that had some surprises on it. Namely, the crew in cryosleep who woke up and were like, oh, cool, thanks for saving us. And then one of their eyeballs exploded and a little monster came out of their face. So then you melted that monster. Then,
axed it.
as far as you can tell, your computer blew up your old ship. And you were only saved from destruction because Cham, purest of the pure, rest in peace, was able to break off from the Cronus and fly away fast enough, despite the attempts of several characters to get themselves on that ship and die with him. But to keep in mind, he died with a tiny little Captain Tricorn hat that he had made out of the employee manual and taped to his helmet.
The captain went down with the ship.
Yep, that is
The
exactly.
captain?
It is exactly what Cham was thinking.
Can we
when it was
get some
happening.
Cham love in chat,
Cham
please?
love, please, in chat.
So Cham had died.
Cham section.
The captain went off with Wilson, the company agent, and Clayton, the company agent, to go talk to Mother to basically get a report of just about everything that had happened. Promptly upon reading the full report of everything that had happened, they didn't let the captain in that room. So when they came out and said, hey, we found out what's going on, the captain decided to kick the company agent in the alien, light both of them on fire, and they were burning as the remaining company agent, safely locked behind the door, watched it all happen. We don't know what Karen's mental state is at this point. Then the pilot and eventually Rye returned to the medical bay to find the medic who had previously been really afraid, kind of cracking up. The Marine was the one kind of comforting them.
You went.
They came back. He had gone into a homicidal rage, apparently beaten the Marine unconscious, and was deflating his previous captain's face. And at which point the pilot killed him.
And it almost beat me to death, correct?
Yeah, he almost beat you to death.
Okay.
And you stepped on this guy's throat until he died.
Oh yeah, as you do.
Yes, as you do.
And I think that's where we ended.
I'm quite enamored with her now, by the
Yeah.
way.
Sure, sure.
Well, I'm there healing.
Oh yeah, you just got there, right?
Do we
yeah,
have
I was
any?
already healing people as we were. So.
Do we have any hits on our health, or do we have any
Yes,
stress dice or anything like that?
Okay, so those of you who are returning, you're supposed to have recorded your stress.
I have one.
How much stress do you need?
just
we're
7, please.
we're using these Joker poker chips. The Joker chips.
I remember that Emma was trying to get enough stress so she could lose.
Here you go. Here's 7.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take these 7 and
want
wow,
4?
these weigh a lot.
FO.
That's how much stress you have?
Yeah,
Thank
I have a lot of
you.
stress right now.
You are an exposed synthetic, and thus you do not suffer stress and cannot push rolls. So you can see anything you want without suffering further negative consequences. And you, Johns,
Yes.
why don't you roll a d6
Okay.
and add 3 to that number, and that's how much stress we'll start you out with.
That's a lot of stress.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially.
You also
with at
almost-
least 4. Well, I rolled a 6,
You
so
almost
that's
just
9.
got beaten to death.
That's 9
Yeah,
stress.
I guess you do have the blood
Wow.
of most of
Hey,
your crew on you right
That
now.
is all of my poker chips.
Wow.
No more stress. Okay.
This is. You're good. You're good with no stress right now.
This is
Wow.
fine.
You can roll 9s though, at least 9 dice.
Yeah, 9 dice. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That'll be
yeah.
worth it.
That's
Right.
good.
What
yeah,
are the chances
sure.
that one of those will come up a 1?
Right. Yeah.
See, I
1
like
in
our
9.
side of the
I don't know.
table.
Actually,
Not
I don't know.
quite,
I don't know
but that's okay.
statistics.
It's because
actually.
you
I don't
wore
know
the red
mathematician.
shirt. That's the one
Yeah.
rule in space.
One red shirt.
So,
You're not supposed to wear the red
But-
shirt.
yeah.
In space.
you know, I saw
You get a gold star.
I saw you come in with the red shirt, and I'm like, did he bring that for that
Of
reason?
course. Old school Star Trek.
We're going to get out of here alive. I don't know what everyone's talking about. Everyone's so pessimistic.
I feel like maybe we should start off with a reminder of how you remove stress.
Okay.
I think in the campaign rules, there's you have
Rest.
a signature item that you can go kind of deal with, but the key that you get rid of stress with, at least in the cinematic mode, is you find 10 minutes to spend relaxing in a place where you think you are safe.
The emphasis there is on the think. Then?
Wander the halls.
Yeah.
Try and find such a space.
The captain, before he went on a homicidal burning spree,
Yes.
had been using the Karen's and the company agent's corporate suite near the bridge as a safe spot, despite the fact that it is covered in blood.
Corporate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he had been going there.
Yeah. I don't trust corporate.
That well, I mean,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let us.
And the captain's dead now, right? Am I still at full health though?
No, what's your max health?
4.
Great. Let's start you at 1.
2?
That sounds about right.
Okay.
1 health
So like
and 9
we
stress.
have no weapons.
I've got a
Welcome
weapon.
to the game.
Oh, I got to go find my weapon. That's what I want to do.
Okay,
Like,
so
yeah,
so let's
virtually no
let's
weapons.
pick back up.
Yes. Let's.
Okay.
Alright.
If I
Back up.
recall,
my
Rye had joined Davis in the med lab.
Yes, I am repairing people.
I believe you had sent Ava to the.
No, Ava just walked off. And
My
said,
safe
"Do
place
my
is
own
with you.
thing."
Just standing behind the
That's what I remember. She's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the radiator.
Oh, the reactor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think what happened was so one of the interesting notes that you guys found, or the situations you found on the ship, is you're like, hey, we need to power up the ship, so why don't we go to the reactor control room and get the reactor working again? You went there to discover that the reactor room was being bathed in radiation, so you didn't want to deal with it at first, but you noticed that there was a weird nest formed of all the kind of detritus around the room, and in the middle of that nest was kind of crumpled this little spacesuit that seemed all ripped up. You had eventually kind of figured out how to remotely take care of some of the radiation in that room, and the power came back on automatically. You went back into that room to kind of figure out what's going on, and you found that the spacesuit was gone.
He was gone.
The audience knows that the spacesuit seems to exactly match the thing that attacked the captain. It wasn't actually a spacesuit. It was a weird, like, distended, bulbous, kind of gelatinous, like, extended head, and a tattered spacesuit with arms that are too long coming out of it. Everybody remembers the body with the arms that are too long, right?
Yep.
Great.
Very fondly.
So,
Like it was yesterday.
yep. So I believe that Ryan and Ava went back to the reactor to really like get the engines repaired, get the ship moving so that you can get back to Earth. And you discovered that the nest was empty and the spacesuit was gone. And I think at that point, Ryan was like, "Hey, let's go back to where everybody else is." And Ava went with them. Then there was a bunch of murder, and Ava was like, "How about I just go fix something somewhere else?"
Yeah, went back to the reactor because she's like, all right, you're running over there crying and screaming, Cham. I'm going to just go back.
Okay. I'll give you a moment alone with this.
I'm gonna go see that spot where I was hitting my head. Good old times. Things made sense then.
So, why don't we pick back up? Why don't you kind of think about maybe what you're doing, like what you think is Ava's best use of Ava's time at this point.
So the reactor is working.
The reactor's working. I don't think the engines. No. So we had a to-do list for you that you got to literally none of.
Ah, yes. So who's the PM on this?
I think you.
Oh shit.
So you need to repair the comm array, you need to get the engines back online, and you need to repair the air scrubbers, which Rye had begun working on, but had not fully repaired before the power came back on and they started kicking on. So you're also not sure how much of that fungal spore stuff has been scattered throughout the ship at this point.
Ah, damn it.
But you haven't put them on in earnest. You've all still been wearing containment suits, so you might be okay.
How is everyone's oxygen levels?
Not great. Why don't we do some of that when we get it off? So,
Dang it.
why don't everybody should have like a containment suit on?
Yes.
I think you're the only one who's lost air yet. Your air supply.
I don't have that in my notes.
Is there no air in the ship?
There is, but it's fungal.
It's fungi.
Okay.
They
fungi air.
haven't gotten the air scrubbers working properly.
Okay.
Got it.
Which actually probably means that your containment suit has been breached.
Mine?
No, his.
Oh, okay.
Because he was getting punched in the face by Flynn.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, then you probably have just like glass.
I mean, it's like it doesn't shatter, so he doesn't have glass embedded in his face.
It's like plexiglass kind of a thing.
Sure.
Ah.
So your containment suit's probably breached at this point, and you can determine how afraid you are of that situation.
Do we have any comms so we can talk to each other when we're not together?
They have.
Yes.
They haven't
We
given any
have.
to you yet.
Who has?
The new crew that arrived had radios. They have not given any to the old crew yet.
Oh, okay.
So, why don't we pick up in the med bay with Rye and Davis reuniting after killing
Atlas
Flynn.
in chat, she says you only
Then-
have 4 oxygen left.
Yeah, I thought you only.
Then
had
can I
4.
be there too? Because I
It's
think
on
I'm
the-
Yeah, absolutely.
it's
Yeah,
in the
like
yellow
so.
card.
So you just got your face punched a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And so why don't you roll? So you're gonna roll your air supply, okay? So you're gonna roll as many dice as you have air supply. You at this point your suit is breached, so I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
The air just smells really old and stale and nasty. Like
Okay.
it's 70 years of meetings in a small room.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did anybody get any 6s?
I got a 6.
Great. Reduce your supply by the number of 6s you got.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
How many 6s did you get?
I got no 6s but 1s.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you got 1 6, you go down to 3.
Okay.
So
Remember this.
you're breathing a little heavily through your containment suit. It might have been all the running around and murdering.
It definitely was probably the throat stomping. I would say the trachea stomping did take a lot out.
Okay. So, Rye, you're here. Davis has just killed the medic Flynn, and it seems like Johns is stirring, although Reed, the mean Marine, still lays face down kind of further into the med bay.
Oh. I will go ahead. If he looks like he's getting up, I'll try to wound.
You'll try to wound him?
No, not wound him. I'm trying to
Heal?
just make sure he's stable, and then I'll check the
You're
other.
gonna try like a first aid thing?
Yeah, first aid.
Sure. Why
Hey,
don't
you okay?
You all right?
How you doing there, buddy?
Looks like great.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, Rye.
Okay,
You want to get this one?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
holding my key card and it's shaking.
Hey.
It's okay. Hey, come on, calm down.
Davis just goes and grabs the key card. Johns.
Yeah.
Johns?
That-
What's your first name?
Yeah. Albert.
Empathy.
Albert.
Empathy?
Thank you.
Oh, it's empathy,
you.
not
Here you go.
medical?
Thank you.
It's empathy
You
plus
saved
medical
my
aid.
life.
Oh, okay. Empathy.
I just saw
Right.
the guy stomping on you, and I stomped on him.
I'm gonna just grab a couple of band-aids.
Sure. I mean, you're in med lab. You have supplies.
Yeah, I'll go and just
We're in
rush
med
over and get him. Ooh. So I did get a 1 on the stress die,
Okay.
so you know.
Great.
And then I got 1 6.
So those other 3 dice.
These are not.
Okay, great.
These
Okay,
are
so you got a success
Yes.
and a 1.
Yes.
Great. So roll a d6 and add your current stress level to it.
1 plus 5, so it's 5.
Great, you're fine. So it's a little, it's tense. This whole situation is rather fraught.
There's a lot of blood.
Yep. But
Cham just died.
You come in there and you manage, as long as you can kind of stay still, she'll manage to kind of patch your face up.
Hey.
And why don't you'll be at 2 health now. I'm generous.
Oh.
Hey,
It's okay.
Al hands the key card back.
Do you got him?
Al, why did your what was your friend
we
doing
could
attacking you?
I
What are you trying to
don't
say?
know. But I gotta get my gun, man. I got a
Your
gun.
gun.
I have a gun.
Gun?
You gotta-
If we could get the gun. where
Where's
we-
your gun at? And
Okay.
what do
Out
you
of
plan
character.
on
We're
doing
in
that?
we're in med lab, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Med
Which
lab.
is somewhere.
Which floor is that on?
I think that's
That's
in
B.
B.
There.
B. And where is my gun?
In the cryo tubes.
Sure.
Back on
It's
floor
in storage and.
on
Yeah.
on level A
Sure. Why not? Sounds good.
in the cryo storage.
Yeah.
See that?
Cryo.
Right.
Cryo room on level A.
Cryo room on level A. Okay. Is the quickest way to go all the way back to the junction and up and then back? Now this says broken or something like that under the junction.
Oh,
The
that's.
fastest way is up through the air scrubbers.
Says Ava, your synthetic.
Is she there?
Yeah, who apparently has been here for a while.
Just
Oh,
staring.
I didn't think she was there. Okay, yeah.
Apparently, she's just shown up.
Okay. Ava 6.
Yes.
What are your current task priorities?
Priority 1 is currently air scrubbers.
Air
Priority
scrubbers.
2, comms. And
Yep,
priority
okay.
3, engines.
Air scrubbers. Yeah, good idea. Go work on the air scrubbers. Good idea.
He looks stable.
We-
I'm gonna leave him with you.
We need
I
to.
was just going to write.
Yeah.
He looks stable.
I'm
Better than.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm heading to
This is normal behavior.
with xenomorphs on board. I think it'd be good to have a gun.
Okay.
Don't you?
Well, I started on the
Yeah.
air scrubbers.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to come with me? Let's get I've got a pistol.
Hold on. I need to check on your other friend really quick. Can you just sit here and I'll hand you a cup of water. Drink this water slowly.
Sure. No problem.
And just breathe in,
Yep.
out.
Not too deep though. We don't get the fungus in there.
Yeah. Oh, do
Breathe
we
a
have
little
other
bit.
You went on checking the other. Is there another suit we can get him?
Is there another suit? No.
Not that you found yet.
Dang it.
I mean, you had some back in the Montero.
Thanks.
Too bad Cham blew it all
I'm
up.
gonna go ahead and. Do you say that?
No, I do not say
Oh,
that.
do you say that? Do you?
Marcus says that, not Davis.
I'm gonna go ahead and check the marine.
Okay.
I will actually go over with the just in case.
I don't think there's time. I think we gotta go get the gun.
One second. Al.
Let's time. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just
Wait.
like she's back in there. Is there pulse or
Yeah, like
anything?
she's alive. She's just knocked out.
Okay, so she's alive. So that's
She'll
good.
probably need some time to rest.
Okay, so I can just she's heavy. Never mind.
You're just gonna leave her here on the floor.
Well,
I
I was
can-
gonna
I can
prop her.
help.
Can
You,
you
you,
help?
you
Yeah,
could, you
I
could put her
would
in one of the
help.
med pods. There's the med pod with the alien corpse
No.
that attacked you.
Let's just lean her up against something.
And there's the med pod that something burst out of and is now covered in goo.
Okay, never mind. Let's just lean her, put a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Time.
Davis goes around, looks for a blanket.
Yeah, I mean,
anything
you
that
find,
might be
you find like a Mylar emergency blanket.
possibly to imbibe for recreation. Maybe Davis put some.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll a d6?
Time.
Oh, okay.
Time. We should go.
It's 1.
You find, sure, yeah. You find great stuff.
Nice. Just puts it in her pocket. Hey,
Ava, you totally see that.
Oh.
And Ava, you would recognize that what Davis just grabbed, not fit for human consumption. You can decide whether you want to tell them that or not.
Excuse me, what do you plan on doing with that?
Who knows?
I do hope it's not imbibing in it.
We need to go.
Why not?
All right.
We-
So
we-
she's
we-
okay.
We need.
Yep.
All right. So let's go. What do you need? You
We
said
need
you
a gun.
I'm gonna go with Al
I mean,
here.
does anybody have any weapons? You said no
I
one
have an
has
axe.
There's a fire axe.
Big.
Does anybody have any weapons?
Well, you had 2 flamethrowers and a shotgun, and they're
I'm
all
not talking
gone.
about what we had. Does anybody have any? No.
We- Not that you can see.
I have an
Okay.
axe, and that's
I'm
literally
gonna
it.
Captain.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Let's.
So none of you have seen
hey.
the captain die.
Miller.
Nothing.
What's the other guy's name? The guy.
Wilson.
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 Hello.
Asshole says what?
I don't know.
Sure. You can just leave if you want.
I'm heading as quickly. Yeah,
I'm gonna go
Okay.
now.
You,
Come on.
you guys
Come
can
on.
walk and walkie
Grab the axe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going as fast as I can.
Great.
It's that scene. It's
Sure.
like
Yeah.
bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam.
You're running. You're bouncing off
Davis
walls.
is going too, but a little bit behind.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are. Oh, okay. Well, dang it.
You gonna go with him?
You know what? Actually, Ava, do you want to come with us?
They've already left.
Oh, they already left. Well, I don't want to be left alone.
Well,
We didn't take her.
You just did.
We didn't take her. The last thing
The two of you
yeah.
leave.
And
I will
I
follow.
ordered her to work on the scrubbers.
Oh, you already ordered her to work on the
She
servers.
Yeah.
she works. I mean, I outrank you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You out,
I mean, you outrank all the
All of
toasters
us.
on board.
I don't outrank people from another ship. I don't think. But,
No,
You don't. No one outranks Davis.
All right, I will
Davis
follow.
may or may not think that
I defer
Davis,
to her,
Yeah.
but
Davis, depending on the laws, depending on how you interpret maritime law,
Davis is the captain
may
now.
have convinced the captain to say that Davis gets to be the captain.
Yeah,
now.
Davis is the captain now. Let's just say it.
I'm
I
fine with that.
will. I don't like this, so I'm gonna stick
Tug her
with
with an
them.
axe,
I'm gonna
yeah.
try.
Okay, great.
I'm
so,
totally good
So
with
here's what happens. Johns leaves.
Yeah.
It just races off, and then you're like, okay, whatever. You're radioing as you're running, and you're like, Ava, and then you're kind of like slowly inching away, and then you're like, oh, wait for me, and so you're kind of all spread out at this point,
Yes.
in a convenient like pick-offable line.
Well, and conveniently, the air scrubbers are the other access to the other level, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So
I mean,
good.
the air scrubbers
That's-
are kind of go through the whole ship.
Yeah. Well, that's where make sure she's working.
So, you have your key card. You get
Yes,
to your
I have
you
my
get to
key-
your locker.
I got my key card.
Great. You
I get
your
to my locker.
Sure.
Okay. And get out my gun.
Great. Is a service pistol, right?
It's a pistol, M4A3 pistol.
Yep. Here you go.
Is there
All right.
anything else in the other lockers?
And then I climb in the locker and close the door.
Are you
This is my safe space.
Davis just kind of like turns around.
Do you take the key card with you too?
Of course.
Okay.
I have the key card, the
Great.
pistol.
Oh, no!
I climb in the locker, and I sit down, and I start to cry.
So I like to believe that like Davis is catching up, sees him like Goodis, he like turns around to look back, and then just hears the locker shut and just gone. Just faint sobbing.
Yeah. So it's not until you hear the crying that you realize where Johns is.
Davis just like taps in the locker with the tip of the axe.
Wait, who's there? Who's there? What?
Hey, you okay in there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to maybe come out? Or
No, I don't want to come out. But you're in charge now.
yeah, yes.
Yes, you're in charge.
Davis, my name is Davis, and I am in charge. Yes,
you're in charge.
I am the captain now.
If you need me, I'll be right here.
Okay, you sure you're gonna be good in there?
Yes, it's safe here.
Okay.
Hey, Rye.
I'm coming. Hold on.
There starts to be feedback through the radios. Like you hear just Rye's like feeding through yours and then feeding back.
Hold on. Give me a second. All right. And I guess I get there. So, and I look.
Davis just like points with the axe to the locker.
After a little while, you start hearing heavy breathing and sobbing coming from the locker.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Al. Hey, buddy. You're making a lot of noise in there. That's how they get you. Probably don't want to do that. Okay, you do want to breathe, though. I'm pretty sure, but not too deep because you might get the fungus.
What is Ava doing?
Going down to the
Sensible breaths.
vehicle bay to get to that the workshop. See if I can get something to clean out the scrubbers.
Sure.
Oh, that's nice. You're just all casual. All right. So what are we gonna do?
I got an idea.
Hey, come out! I tried everything.
But you're yelling for me to come out?
Actually, yeah. Hey, come out.
You-
Albert Johns, this is your commanding officer, Super Lieutenant Captain Davis.
Wait, who put you in charge?
The captain, a.k.a.
You hear the latch come, like the latch comes off, but the door doesn't open. Like the latch opens.
Okay. Davis kind of reaches over. and just opens it slowly. Hey. We're gonna need you. Hey, okay, hey, lower that gun, put that gun away. Okay, good. Hey, how good are you with that gun?
I'm
You gonna be able to take care of yourself?
I'm fully trained with this weapon.
Okay, good to know. So you pointed at the bad guys and not us, right?
Yes. I will
Okay.
not hurt you.
I
Do
believe
not
you.
worry about that.
I believe you. You know what? I think we can use some backup. What do you think, Rye?
Yeah, sure.
Some extra assistance with a weapon, maybe?
I mean, do you want a few minutes to sit down and
Do you
Yeah.
want
breath?
to take a moment? We can stand guard here for a couple
Yeah, we
minutes.
could. Yeah,
That's a
couple
good idea.
minutes.
Yeah,
Good
just-
idea. He closes the door again.
So, can I presume that John's views this to be a place where he thinks he is safe?
Yeah, that's why I say, yeah.
Yep,
This
yep,
is my safe
absolutely.
space.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Inside the locker
are
with this
you
guy.
willing to give John's 10 minutes?
Yes.
I am willing, yes.
John's, give me one bit of stress.
All right. So
During this 10 minutes, can I just go ahead and see if there's anything else in this?
Sure. Well, so the question is like, do the two of you think that this is a safe place?
No.
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 Okay.
I
then
would
no
like
stress
for
away
it
from
to
the two of
be,
you.
but I do not think it is.
Great. Well, let's cut away real quick
Okay.
to Ava. So so you go down to deck D. In the vehicle bay. So there should be a bunch more vehicles in this bay, and there are not. They were left behind on the planetoid when you left, which I should probably give you more information on too at some point.
Am I just going to assume that's the beginning of Alien 1?
Sure.
Okay,
Ish,
we'll
yeah.
go with that.
Yeah, very close.
Okay.
You landed on a planetoid. There were some chemicals. You messed around with them. It was really cool. Things went really bad. You
Yes.
thought you had everything contained. You didn't. They went all in cryosleep. They put you to repair the ship, and they crossed their fingers.
Okay.
Hey, it all worked out fine.
Oh, yeah, this is fine.
So in the garage, there's a number of vehicles that are missing. There's only 2 ATVs that are kind of like rolled around as if they have not been properly secured, and the ship has gone through some violent maneuvers. You can see a catwalk above Deck D on Deck C.
Ah, yes, that's where my headprint is.
It's total like this has been 70 years of dirt everywhere because this has not really been in use, and you have spent your time smashing your head into a wall. Just to let you know, the garage door that opens to the external vacuum of space is locked, and the locks are damaged. So if you want to open that for whatever reason, it's going to take some repair.
Okay.
There are 4 airlocks here. They're all sabotaged and would take heavy repairs to open. But you can absolutely go to the workshop, and you want to get something to...
Plain door scrubbers.
Great. You get 2 flamethrowers.
Ah, yes, excellent.
Incinerators. You also have 2 arms. It's an amazing coincidence.
Yay.
Well, at least someone's got flamethrowers.
Sadly, you don't have a radio to tell anybody this.
That's fine. I've been given a directive.
Great. Are you going to go deal with that directive?
Yes.
Okay. So, here's the thing I'll let you do. It would normally take 2 shifts of work, like 2 4 to 8 hour shifts of work to clear this up. Rye started on it and got some decent progress, but not a ton. If you roll well while you dual-wielding flamethrowers, I'll let you complete it in 1 shift.
Okay.
However, if you do not do well, if you do not get any successes whatsoever, then one of the flamethrowers will be broken until it is finished repaired.
Okay.
Great.
It still can be repaired though.
It's a good thing
Yeah.
that you can't push dice or anything like that. So,
Oh dang it.
Is this Comtech agility?
no, I mean, I would have gone with like wits and heavy machinery or something like that. But you feel like Comtech is what you want to do? Comtech's more electronics. This is more like labor.
Ah. Medical aid.
Nope, not that kind of labor.
Yeah, no,
Oh, let me see.
Like, I will allow agility and
Okay.
heavy machinery if you want.
So agility it is.
Agility, not stamina? Or wait, which is better? You could use stamina.
I think agility makes sense.
Well,
here.
these are the the thingies.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have as a skill stamina,
No, that would be more like resisting diseases and stuff like that.
mobility. So you
Mobility?
can get one extra die.
Yeah, they're doing
Fine.
mobility.
Fine.
Go ahead. Roll your dice.
Looks like one success.
All
two
sixes.
successes?
Wow.
2 successes.
2 successes.
All right. So, yes, if you keep at this for 6 hours,
Okay.
you'll be done.
All right.
Great.
Just 6 hours.
Just 6 hours.
Yeah.
Just
that's
6
not-
hours. Nothing can happen in 6 hours.
So, back in the locker room where the nerd has stuffed themselves in the locker.
Can I actually ruffle through things?
Sure.
To see if I
You can.
get
So
anything
why don't you
useful?
give me a wits and comtech?
Okay, wits and content.
And I'm just going to stay in there until
Sure,
they
yeah,
tell
yeah.
me to come out.
Okay.
I think Davis would probably kind of watch Rye
Okay.
as you're going through some things.
I'm going through things because we gotta find weapons.
Yeah.
You should help. No?
I got an axe.
Ooh, look at that. I got 3 successes, but 2 bad ones on my stress die.
Oh, great.
How much stress are you at right now?
I have 4.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
So I
I
have.
feel like I just want to introduce a lot of weapons at this stage. So,
So-
you got 2 successes.
Yes.
But 2 ones.
Yes.
Okay.
Or
So-
3 successes.
3
sorry.
successes.
3
Great.
successes.
Um,
But 2 wins.
so first we have to resolve your panic roll.
Ooh.
So you're going to roll a d6, and you're going to add your current panic level.
Ooh, yay, 10.
Great. So, you freeze. So you are basically frozen for about a round until somebody shakes you out of it, pretty much. So I think here's what's going to happen. First, you open up one of the lockers that you think is probably to one of the kind of folks of your station here, and you find 2 bolt guns. These would be the kind of things that you'd use to repair bulkheads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They can be weapons. They're really not designed for that. Hold on, before you hand them off. So you open up one locker, you see that. You
Yeah.
open up the other locker, and you see... is there a better, scarier thing?
Oh, great.
Sure, yeah. Let's go hog wild.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure none of you are trained with this anyway.
Oh, no.
So, first you see these 2. Then you see this. And the idea that you might have to use this against other people on this ship is what kind of sends you over the edge, and you just freeze for a moment at just the thought that you might need to do that. So do you want to kind of come around and look in that? Because she was rifling, or they were rifling through stuff. They open up one of the lockers and they just kind of freeze.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, what you doing over there? Not moving.
You probably see the largest collection of weapons than you have.
Eyes just light up.
So there's a pistol, the same pistol that he had, a huge revolver, and then this weird contraption that you're sure is designed to murder people, but seems more like a body harness with this long barrel coming off.
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, that's the one I want. That's the captain's gun.
Is that what that's called?
I'm pretty sure it says the captain's gun on the card. You can read the flavor text. It says Davis's card on it.
I didn't sign up for this. You know that?
Yeah.
It's a good thing you didn't.
I don't think any of us did,
This
really.
is so messed up. Do you just realize you just stomped somebody to death?
Yeah, it's still on the bottom of my boot, actually, a little slippery. I don't like it. Who's going to hurt a friend over there? A new friend Al in the cabinet.
I just.
Rye, hey. Rye, it's messed up, okay? It's messed up. What happened to Cham? I'm sorry.
We could have saved him or something. This is just so messed up.
I'm lucky to have gotten back here. If you would have went, you would have had the same fate as Cham. You know what? You're here right now. Let's get through this.
I just don't want to do this anymore. I just needed the money.
Rye, you have my back?
Yeah.
Then Davis gets the big thing, puts the big gun thing on. Okay, then I got yours.
Does Davis have any understanding of how this works?
I'm sure there's an instruction manual.
Okie dokie.
Oh, sorry. I have very short arms. I'm only
Hello,
5
cameras.
foot.
Where's my chair at? Okay.
I guess. Do you also want another one?
Yeah, let's load me up.
Here.
I
Whoop.
Oh.
You're just throwing the gun across
Just
the
goes.
room.
Just toss me that gun.
I hear him trying to figure out how this big contraption works.
Yep.
And decide to come out and help him
It's a
with
smart.
it.
It's a smart gun.
Because I have a heavy
Doesn't
machinery
need to
skill.
know.
Is that the right skill for this?
No, the right skill technically would be range combat.
I have that skill.
I got that too.
Yeah,
Oh, then you're
but
fine.
I think that there's a difference between range combat in that you've used a gun and range combat in that you were in the military and used military-grade rigged smart gun technology, which I'm pretty sure Davis has not.
Listen.
John's may or may not have.
Let's see.
I'll leave that up to kind of you to decide.
Well,
I
I think it's off my ship. I think I know how to use it.
Yeah,
Great,
you probably
okay.
know more.
So you can probably, if you guys spend another little while here, probably another 10 minutes or so, showing Davis how to use it, I'll allow Davis to not shoot their own foot off.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
I'm gonna look for more supplies or something in
Okay.
here.
Well, so
Hey, stay close.
Why
Yeah,
don't
I'm gonna stop.
again,
Just-
the kind of benevolent GM that I am, I'm going to say you guys spend another calming 10 minutes or so focused on a thing other than your imminent death. So if you would like to give up a stress,
Perfect.
you're
Sure.
welcome to do so.
I would
I
love
will
to.
not give up a stress.
Okay.
For a deal of me, I'm getting a little stressed to see when they're not looking to pocket some things.
What would you like to pocket?
Expensive things.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you just want to steal, if you
Take
want
what
to,
you
if you want to skirt the edge and start stealing stuff, sure.
Just so you know, if Davis sees you, Davis won't say a word.
You pocket a lot of the stuff that people would take off when they go into cryo sleep.
Yeah.
You can just grab. So like there's watches with names engraved on them.
Is it a good watch though?
Sure.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
it a good name?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you realize that one of that you grab like a nice shiny gold watch, and on the back of it it says to Flynn, love your special bunny. Flynn is the medic that she stepped on the throat of.
Well, he's not gonna use it.
Okay, just
That's fair.
Just checking. Okay.
I didn't.
Doesn't say Cham.
Yeah, Cham's
Cham.
it's
But
transported
yes,
from the
I
Montero
will
here.
keep my stress to keep
Sure.
on edge when they're not looking. Just to.
Yeah, absolutely. That is, you are not relaxing in this scene. That's
Nope.
totally fine.
Nope.
The two of you are definitely bonding over this thing, and
Are you peeking out of the slightly opening it to just kind of give me instructions on how to do that?
Yeah,
Depends.
I open the door, but I stay in the locker, and I eventually you kind of come over towards me a little bit because I keep trying to
Yeah.
reach for things, and yeah, okay. Well, let's first of all let's turn the safety on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
yeah. So you've seen Aliens, right? You remember the gun?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
This is fun.
So imagine how much an adrenaline junkie who has never used this gun before would enjoy this.
Definitely just going.
Some treasure, some loot.
and I'm gonna grab a fresh set of clothes out of my locker.
Sure.
And head over to the showers, which are right next door.
Great. You're gonna go in the showers by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going
sure.
to go over to the showers and take a nice long shower.
Great.
And with the plan of changing into clean clothes when I get out.
Okay. I like how you identify that as a plan. Can
Oh yeah, gotta hold it sideways to
yeah.
shoot it.
wow. Yeah, so you're trying to turn the gun sideways,
Yeah.
and literally the machine is just blaring, beep, nope, 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 every time you try
Come
to mess it
on.
up.
Just hits it a little bit.
Yeah, you fire off a round or two.
Cool.
So,
Just a hole in the.
can the two of you who are still in your containment suits roll air supply
I
again?
don't know about that.
I don't want to.
You roll a number of dice equal to your current air supply.
I don't know about that. Haha! But it's ones.
The ones are okay.
I got nothing. That was.
So-
It's sixes that matter on
I'm
a supply
still
roll.
chiming into Miller.
Okay, now you are, sure. Nothing.
So, should we check? We haven't heard anything from Wilson or Miller.
Or Karen.
Or Karen.
Clayton.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they were
They're
going
not-
off on one of their
So,
little
They,
fits. I don't know.
I mean,
Do you want to head there next?
Let's just.
I mean, I got
Do you know
this
where they
bad
went?
boy.
Do you guys know where they went?
No.
We know they were going. I think they said they were going towards. I don't remember if they said it out loud in the room, but if they did, then we do know that they're going towards where the mother. Thing
Why
is.
don't you roll a d6 for me real quick?
Okay, as long as I can bring my new gun named Reginald.
Ah.
That's a 3.
Okay. You're not sure. I don't think that you overheard them having that discussion. That may have been when you were launching yourself at Champ.
I did do that, yeah. Into space.
Do you
So
think we
you
should-
could just wander the ship.
Oh, damn it. I think we should give.
You could try to make an educated guess.
Is there any walkie-talkies in here? Because he doesn't have one. We have one.
You could probably find some on the ship.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
there
well,
is there a walkie-talkie on the guy's throat who I was on?
No.
no.
Remember, they all just woke from cryosleep. All you did was give them containment suits. So, in the showers, you have turned the showers on.
Transition.
Yep.
I assume that you have maybe kicked on the high heat, so steam is filling
Steam.
everything. There is
Yep.
no visibility whatsoever.
No.
You have completely disrobed,
Yep.
leaving yourself exposed and vulnerable to the elements.
Oh, no.
And taking a shower.
Yeah. So
Put my gun up on there's a little ledge up there.
Sure.
Where my clothes are, my gun.
sure.
Yeah.
So just out of curiosity, is this is John's hot, and this is a hot indulgent scene, or is John's really just in the movie? Is this oh yeah, or is John's scared and kind of broken and just
this-
barely holding it together?
He's barely holding it together. There's too much happening back where his locker is, and so he was trying to find a place where he could just be alone for another few minutes and just soak in the water. And he doesn't like wearing clothes covered with the blood of his former
And his own blood.
his own blood, and the blood of the medic who was trying to beat me to death.
Flynn,
And
who was
and
your
so
friend, by the way.
He has this attitude that if he is clean
Oh wow.
and sharply dressed, that maybe it will help him resume command of the ship.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. So, it is worth noting. Do you have a buddy on your character sheet? You don't. Okay. Great.
Nope,
Interesting.
I have a
Not-
rival, Clayton,
Yeah. Not all the buddies
That's
are.
Karen, yeah.
Yep.
but nobody.
Nobody.
Then nobody knows the
So,
trouble I've seen.
Johns. So you've turned on the shower.
Is he
You're
really
about to
just-
step in.
Yep.
Why don't you give me a wits and observation roll?
Oh, I have observation.
Yeah.
Okay. Observation of 2
Plus your wits.
plus wits is 3, so it's 5 dice.
Plus
Plus
your
all
stress.
your stress.
Plus a lot of stress.
You're still at 7 stress.
7 stress.
All right.
And 5 dice.
Yep, great. As long as you get a 6, it's good. If you get a 1 on any of those yellow dice, it's great.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I got a lot of
a lot of
sixes.
6s and a 1.
I got 4,
Holy crap.
5, 6, 7 sixes
Dang, you are very clean.
and a 1.
Great. Can you roll a d6 and add it to your current stress level?
Okay, 7 plus 3, 10.
Great. So you freeze.
I freeze. Okay.
So,
but I see clearly.
Yep. So mechanically, this is also a point where, when you have,
What are the observation stunts? That's
yeah.
what
So
I'm
the observations. So you're gonna love this.
Because I've got 6 of them.
You're gonna love this. For every extra 6 you roll,
Yeah.
you get to ask the answer. You get to know the answer to one of the following questions.
Uh-oh.
Is it coming for me? Are there more of them nearby?
Oh no!
How do I get in, past, away? So,
How do I get in what?
how do I get in
Or
slash past slash away?
Away. Okay. Well,
So, with those leading questions, do you want some stress back after just knowing that's happening?
let's see. And I get a stress, right?
You
For-
do not automatically get a stress.
No, for failing to panic. Oh, okay.
No,
so,
no. So the one
I'm
means
in- I'm in
you
freeze.
roll in panic.
Yeah. Okay.
Some
yeah.
of the panic results may increase your stress by 1.
Okay. So yeah, I would like to know how to get
Oh,
away.
actually, hold on. That reminds me. When you froze,
Yes.
your stress level and the stress level of people observing you went up by 1.
Oh, why did I have to observe you?
So then your stress level does go up by 1.
Okay.
Teach you a
So
lesson.
my
Just never observe
stress
people.
level's
Not
back.
Yes.
worth
Don't.
it.
Just close
stress.
your eyes.
This is
if I don't
definitely a
see it.
game where a high observation might be an obstacle at times.
Yeah.
So, you were literally about to step into the shower when you noticed that, almost the entire bottom floor of the shower is covered in this like fungal growth mold stuff. You noticed just before you stepped into it. So you have not kicked it and triggered spores to go everywhere. But if
Right.
you want to enjoy that shower, you're going to have to walk through it.
No.
Anything else
no,
you'd
it
like to
doesn't-
ask with your successes?
That doesn't seem like a good idea. I think I'm just gonna reverse
Okay.
the actions that led me to here.
Okay.
Put the clothes back.
You know, do the hanky wipe down.
Yep. What deck is this on?
You just, you know,
This is deck A, I think.
Yeah, we're on
there
deck.
is a slang term for it,
No,
but
no,
I don't think I should use it.
Yeah, we're in decade because there's those showers over here.
Yeah. We're just gonna back on out of there. I assume that's how to get away is to
Yep. So
reverse our
you
direction.
also see
quietly, carefully.
you also see a number of
Oh no.
Is that number 1?
more than one,
2.
a multiplicity of
Michael Keaton.
these
And Michael Keaton.
kind of gelatinous sacs that seem to be tucked up a little bit higher. Like anywhere there's kind of a corner
Right.
or somewhere that's kind of
Yeah.
protected underneath some of the benches you see.
Yeah.
There are these
For
little
gelatinous
sacs
sacs.
that look like, like when frogs lay a bunch of eggs and kind of coat
Right.
them in gelatinous
Right.
stuff and then stick them on something.
Oh.
Kind of looks like that. So
Well,
these
and-
showers are
well,
full of them.
So I have to adjust because I said I was backing up, but no, I have to freeze is my
Yep,
is
so-
my
so
act.
you
So I
froze.
freeze and take this all in and contemplate. Maybe I should pull Eva off of the air scrubbers.
Well, I hope you don't, because if you get pulled off, you don't finish them. So.
No, but I don't. I mean, that's just what I'm.
So you're
what I'm
you're frozen
thinking.
there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like I like how we cut back to like an android,
smiling.
just a smiling android with a nice haircut and like white blood all over the back of her head, just whoosh.
This
whoosh,
is fine. This is fine.
This is fine. This is
And definitely
fine.
over your shoulder, there's not an alien face illuminated in the fire every so often.
I like this game until the aliens happen.
Yeah. So, how long does it take Davis and Rye to notice that Johns isn't there?
Davis is. I don't think Davis is noticing. Davis is kind of fiddling around with Reginald, the big smart gun.
Because I was looking out for
Sure,
those two.
sure.
Because if I'm,
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say this many minutes. 6 minutes.
Okay. Great.
It took me 6 minutes to notice.
Sure. Well, Johns isn't there.
Davis,
Yeah.
where's the John?
You're behind me.
No.
Oh shit. So.
John's locker is open, and John's is not in that locker.
Oh.
Just to clear that up.
John? Or what was his name?
Hey, Al. Albert. Albert John.
Okay, so like I
captain.
look, the camera just kind of, so basically the camera freezes on you stuck in here and probably zooms in on one of those little eggs, and there's a little like hint of movement.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the two of you realize he's not there, and you just start shouting Al in this cold, somewhat dark spaceship, and the camera just kind of pulls out, and then cuts to another room and pulls out, and cuts to the hallway and pulls out, and just your shouts get quieter and quieter each time.
Walking around looking.
Sure, yeah. So you spend a
Are there
little.
any bloody footprints or anything that we can tell when maybe he wandered
Yeah,
off?
like I mean, you can eventually kind of piece together. Like I don't think the showers are too far away.
Okay, so we're not
Because
They're right
it's-
next door.
Yeah, it's very common that you would.
It's through the examination
Yep,
room.
yep.
So we'd be able to maybe hear the water.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like so, like if you when you take a moment and kind of like go out like the door and listen, you can hear that there's water running in the showers.
He's still not responding? Did he sleep?
Yeah, like he's frozen for a little bit.
You want to go check on it?
Yeah.
Let's go. Put the kind of the axe was leaning down. Put it up, gonna hook it onto my back. Take the big.
You don't want to
gun.
just tape the axe to the end of the
You
smart
know
gun?
what? Well, I can't throw it unless. Wait, am I?
No, I mean, I think.
Just
think you have
gathering
enough
all of my
arms
various.
for
I'm
that.
going to warn you right now. If you attempt to throw a smart axe while wearing this,
Smart
axe, you smart axe, you.
I like it.
If you attempt to throw a fire axe while wearing a smart gun, I will give you a penalty for your freedom of movement. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
So far, it's worked out
Okay.
really well for Davis.
Yeah.
But I think Davis's luck might be running out on that eventually.
Yeah.
So,
But I got a smart
you
gun.
hear that there's water running in the showers.
Yeah.
Let's go back there. So Davis.
I'll push
kinda-
you forward.
Yeah, Davis gets the magnum, puts the magnum out, and just kind of, which is again just draping the big gun
Sure.
is just kind of over with the axe.
Yeah, like there's still a solid weight of this thing, but it steadies itself and kind of, maintains at the ready.
Okay.
Honestly, Rye doesn't know how to use a gun, so I will automatically pull this one out.
Great. So you have like this basically like bolt gun that you would use to bolt huge pieces of sheet metal together.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Yeah, because you're the captain.
Keep it. Damn right. Keep an eye out the back. Davis goes in. Hey Al, just with a gun kind
Yeah.
of.
So that's probably what shakes you out of your. Well,
Okay.
sorry. No, I have an idea. So why don't you roll wits plus observation?
Oh, okay.
Don't forget your stress dice.
Okay, so that's all of my stress, correct?
You
Yep.
need more dice?
No, you got them. Stop trying to give me dice, Banzai. You're so thankful. Like,
You're
so
at what,
thoughtful.
7?
Yeah.
Break my thoughtfulness.
Ooh, that's 1, 6, 2 ones
That's
over here.
a success. Those ones don't matter.
These ones do. And there's 1 1. 1 success and 1 1.
Great. Roll a d6. Add it to your
These
stress.
both gonna be frozen.
1. That's a 4.
Plus 7
Plus 7.
is
11?
an 11.
It's 11.
Great. So, you will need to seek cover. You must use your next action to move away from the danger, find a safe spot.
Is the locker still open?
I tell you, it's a safe spot.
Hold on, you ready for
Safe
this?
spot.
Yeah.
Your stress level decreases by 1.
Oh.
I mean, I don't even have enough to give you.
It decreases by 1.
Yeah, but I still.
Great,
That
hold
means
on.
I'm still 10.
However, the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range increases by 1. So,
That would be me.
no, like you're a little bit further in the room.
okay,
So he comes in the room and sees this. So you see.
Can I say something?
Yeah, well, you see the brave man come in, he sees something, and he bolts back to the other room. And then
Jimmy just
that kind
bails.
of
She
shakes
bails.
Al out of this.
Okay.
Al is naked in the showers, by the way.
Well,
Don't
that's good.
come any closer.
No, you booked it.
Yeah, I'm not.
And I grab my clothes
Okay.
and my gun slowly and start slowly backing
Yep.
away from the shower.
Your feet squish in kind of the water that is pooled on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit ruddy. Mm-hmm. That might be your blood. That might be something that came from these things. You don't know.
And then when I get back into the doorway, I put on my clothes.
Okay, great. You are now no longer naked.
And then I close the door.
Okay. Showers are still running.
It's fine. We don't need that water.
Showers are off limits.
So you basically have to spend a combat turn in that room.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then you're fine and you can go back out.
I have my gun at the ready.
And I have a real distant look in my eyes, like I'm like some sort of break with reality.
I go up and slap really quick.
Slap who?
You.
Me.
Yes. Because you look like you're out of it, right?
Well, I kind of focus on you.
Are you okay? What was in there? Is there a creature in there?
There is alien fungus in the bathroom showers.
Oh, that just don't disturb them.
Don't go in there. Let's leave this place off limits. Off
What
limits.
about the water?
Off. it's off limits too. Come.
Do I know if the bolt gun will seal this door shut?
You could try. Why don't you give me a strength plus heavy machinery, maybe? Or
Very
wits plus heavy machinery?
Very slowly, deliberately go back to the locker and
Okay,
climb
heavy
in.
machinery.
We're both in the locker now.
All right.
And close
how
the
many-
door.
This is an extremely heroic alien game.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna. So I heard that. I'm gonna bolt the
Sure.
door closed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Should we care about the water? I guess I could just turn it off.
We'll leave the water on. It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for being like thinking about like conservation though.
So only one stress die.
It's
Got-
Oh, wait, I thought you
There's
were big
plenty of
dice
water,
restricted.
right?
No. These guys are the good,
always tell
good
everyone.
dice.
Great.
So
you
I
got,
have.
you got a bunch of sixes.
I got a bunch of sixes, but one stress while
Okay.
bolting this door.
Running out of water is the least of our
I'm so
worries.
sorry. Thank you. I appreciate you, Ava.
3 days later, we're all dying from dehydration.
helpful.
Who said that?
So helpful.
Water's off limits. Can't have any water.
Great. So why don't
Showers
you
off
roll a
limits.
d6?
Please pass the
Plus
word down to
6.
chain of command.
Oh, I got 10
Again.
again.
Great. So you freeze too.
We need to let everyone know the showers are off limits.
No one's showering anymore.
I
Executive
figured
order.
that this was gonna be. You needed no more showers. I went to bolt it.
All right. How many sixes did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Okay. So
I really bolted that door.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Yes. Oh, screaming happened. Went on the other side.
What? Did it? No. So he went back to the locker.
Yes.
You pass Davis, who is there like ready for
Yeah,
combat.
she's just
and
like-
you're just calmly past Davis, go into the locker, shut the door, and sit down. And Davis is like, what? And meanwhile, you're going to bolt the door, and you're like, do I need to turn off the water? I can't go in there. But should I turn off the? And like you're frozen with indecision. So you're frozen again for a little bit. Your stress level goes up by 1.
Gosh.
Hold on, I'm running out of stress, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh, shiny.
So,
got Pilgrim.
but however, after a little while, after a few minutes, you come out of it, and you realize that you're just kind of going through the motions of bolting the door.
Okay.
So you're
I
bolting
went
it.
on autopilot.
Yep. So you had 4 successes. So with your 3 bonus successes, you can choose to get a +1 modifier the next time you roll to bolt a door.
I think that'll be useful, actually.
You don't know.
I think that's. I also agree that.
Like there's a +1 modification.
I would keep that.
+1 modifier the next time that you need
We're
to
gonna need that.
like bolt bolt the door, overcome an obstacle.
Okay.
You don't need to roll the next time you overcome this kind of obstacle. So you just automatically bolt the next.
So I
door.
get to choose these.
Yep.
Okay. So plus
you
2.
do it really fast.
Okay.
You do it permanently. You do it quietly, or you show off.
Can I just get a +2 to bolting doors?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like
Sure.
+2.
The next time you try to bolt a door, you'll be +2.
Oh yes. Sweet.
There are other showers
in mind.
on the other side.
To bolt them real good.
You just said this shower.
So, can I presume
Yeah.
Oh, so should
that this
Left or
highly experienced crew is not going to do anything for the rest of the shift until Ava is done with the ventilation, the air ducts?
I think we should go look for a suit.
I do want to. I would like to look for the no longer captain.
Do you feel like you're in a position to do that?
Alone, no.
Okay. So,
I X'd a door.
I see no reason to leave my current position.
if you're willing to just let Ava just work
Yes.
alone, unprotected, unsupervised, and unsupported,
Oh.
I think that we can kind of fast forward through like the next couple hours as all of you kind of huddle in the locker/locker room with all of your guns that you
Just pointing at the
desperately
door.
think are going to keep you safe.
Well, the shower water just kind of running slowly in the background.
Well, no. Let me think. I don't know you very well, but I know Miller. I'm gonna just stick in the crowd. I was
Okay,
thinking
great.
whether or not I wanted to
So,
Could we-
why don't all of you
get rid of all this.
roll a number of dice equal to your stress? I'm just going to make up some rules right
Don't
now.
have enough time.
Yeah, you're fine. You're working on this.
Oh, you're hogging all the black ones.
Yeah.
So everybody just roll. Everybody just roll a number of dice equal to your stress.
See, how many?
All right.
One,
Oh, this is
two.
concluded in my stress die because apparently I have more stress than ever.
You have how many points?
No.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just yep. Okay.
Ooh.
Let me know how many 6s you get.
1, 2, 3.
Great, you're keeping 3 stress.
Okay.
I got no
I'm
6s,
gonna-
but I got a face hugger.
I got 2 6s.
Okay. Keep as much stress as you have 6s.
0.
Great. Then give me all of your stress.
Oh.
You basically have all spent a shift
Nice.
doing pretty much nothing other than
good.
huddling and cowering.
Defensively positioning ourselves for safety.
Huddling and cowering.
You put it like that.
Hey, Ava.
Yeah, my clothes look great.
Yeah.
I'm clean. I've shaved.
Good fit, yeah.
I've combed my hair. Yeah.
Okay. It probably took you a while, seeing as how you have no water. The water is off
You
limits.
spit. You spit.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
So
Spit bath. That's
Ava.
that's a
Yeah.
better
you
term for
have
it.
finished the air scrubbers. What is the supply rating on those things?
It doesn't have.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Then roll 4 dice. Twice for each one.
Once for each one.
Yep.
So 8.
Just different colors. We'll see how much fuel each one of them ended up using.
Oh no.
Right there.
You don't want successes in this one.
Correct.
2 and 1.
2 and 1. Okay, so reduce. You started at 4. 1 is now at basically half fuel. The other is at 3/4 fuel. So
Okay.
just note that you're at 3 supply on one and 2 on the other. Hey, but you finished the air scrubbers.
So
as far as
3
you
and
can
2 or 3 and 1?
tell. 3 and 2. I'm sorry. You have finished the air scrubbers. Also, this may be a moment to ask, does anybody need to take a break of any kind? I don't think we've been particularly scary or crossing any lines, but does anybody need a bathroom break or anything like that, or are we good to go?
I'm good. Are you?
Great. Okay.
good.
So, Ava, you finished. You haven't heard from them in 4 hours.
Silence. More of the silence.
It's my
Oh,
favorite
joy.
song.
I will vacate the air scrubber.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Next on my priority list is the comms room.
All right. So you're not gonna report in. You're just gonna move on.
Yes.
Great. I'm just gonna take
Well,
out some more stress
I
tokens.
will turn on the air scrubbers.
Okay. I think you have to do that from the bridge or from environment control or something like that. But we'll
Oh.
get to that.
That makes sense,
So then
'cause
you're gonna pass by us.
No,
No? Oh. Oh
because
no.
that seems also to be effective for repairing the comms array.
Okay. Great. So you're basically just going to continue on your mission to repair everything while the humans are not smart enough to do it themselves.
Yes,
That's what we're
Great.
good
it
at.
is my job to take care of the humans, and it is priority 1 is allowing them to breathe.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ava.
Yeah. She's
Good job,
Yeah,
Ava.
Very nice.
it's a good tool.
Yeah. Sure is.
Cheers to Ava.
Cheers to Ava.
Now I have fire.
We don't
Ava,
have
to let
water,
you
we
know,
can't-
to
water's
repair the
outlawed.
engines will require someone to
You have
spacewalk.
to do, though.
That is the third priority.
I'm just letting you know.
This is actually
comms array
Ava
is
the
also a
adventurer.
spacewalk.
He just is the only survivor on the ship.
Okay.
Repair the ship.
Repairing the ship.
Okay. So you're going to head to the bridge to basically turn on environment control.
Yep.
So I'm not sure. I don't think there's a special environment control room of any kind.
Life support monitor.
You can probably go to life support monitor. That's on the bridge, I think.
on the
isn't it?
bridge.
Yeah.
What room did Karen go into, by the way?
She locked herself in Mother,
Mother. Okay.
which I believe is on deck A or B.
It's on A. Yeah, it's the top of A.
Oh, that's right, because Mother's right above the bridge.
Yeah.
So like that whole situation happened at the very top
We're
of deck
over
A.
here, so. Okay.
Just
Oh,
Now,
we're in
you're-
the back and
you
they're in
are
the
on the
front.
same deck.
just down the hall.
So
So
a long haul.
So Ava goes to the bridge, and I'll say you get to the bridge, and you get the air scrubbers working. You have the intercom on the bridge that you could inform the entire ship of this if you'd like.
The air scrubbers are working again.
Yeah, so all of you hear this.
Oh,
Thanks, Ava.
So what
oh.
what should we
how
do
much?
next?
I'm going to start
What do you
working on the
think?
comms array next.
Thanks, Ava.
Rye, you because you have heavy machinery, right?
Yes.
And you're a general technician. You would know that repairing the comms array requires spacewalking.
Damn it. All right.
Okay.
So what do you think we should do next?
Well, if
Do
we need to find the others.
others?
My co-captain and Wilson.
Co-captain.
Okay, that sounds good. Where should we look? Where do you think?
Probably out
Where were they last
out
seen?
there.
Out there.
I have no clue.
Let's
Well, maybe we know that Ava's in the bridge.
Yes.
Maybe we should go there. It's just that way.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. I'll
Here, I have no idea how to use this, so.
What is
It's the
it?
same gun that you already have.
Oh,
Do you want to?
dual wield.
well, can I give her a brief tutorial?
Yeah.
Point with that end. Yes. There's a safety. Here's a trigger. You're a grunt, aren't you?
No. Oh, she's a laborer.
A laborer.
A laborer, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm more familiar with these.
Do you have any?
I
do you
give her a
range combat?
crash course on how to use a pistol.
No, I have no range combat.
Sweet.
It's not that hard.
We can just throw it.
Just careful where you point it, and turn off the safety when it's time to fire.
I mean, I have this, and I think
It's a big industrial bolt gun.
Whichever you prefer.
That looks like. Is it?
I'd rather this be into somebody's hands who's capable of using it.
I'm happy to use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to two-fist it, or are you going to be much more cautious? You strike
No.
me as a cautious person.
I will holster one of them
Great.
until needed.
Great.
Davis locks and loads and goes straight out opens the door and
Okay.
then slowly, cautiously, mindfully looking around her surroundings.
Hey,
Yeah. Ah! I mean, what?
crew of the Montero,
Who's asking?
Clayton,
Oh, Karen.
Karen! Oh, Karen.
Miss Clayton.
I thought-
Cool. What?
I thought she was one of the ones who died.
You wish, Johns.
Oh, sorry. I was holding the speaker down for that when she heard that. I'm sorry.
At this point, I don't really care.
I have acquired one of your radios.
How?
Where's the captain?
Right here.
Your captain is also here. You may want to see this situation.
Can you remind me who Clayton is?
Clayton is the company agent on your ship. So Clayton, you know that Clayton is a ruthless, by the numbers, cold-hearted woman who is willing to sacrifice anything for the betterment of Weyland-Yutani.
She's a she-dog.
Yeah.
Listen, this Clayton, it's company business. Company, I think that everything that's gone wrong on our respective ships is the fault of the company. I think we should just go kill her.
Seconded.
You got a problem with that?
So you turned the radio off?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
why.
you have a radio, right?
Yeah.
Are you listening to it at all?
Yeah.
Well, we're together, aren't we?
Well, we're together, but I don't have
Yeah.
the button.
Sure.
up.
Yeah. So Clayton's going to keep talking through this. Are you going
Okay.
to turn her off to listen, or are you going to listen to what she's saying?
Ask
Well,
her where,
I mean, I think
ask
we
her
should
where
still
she's
listen.
at.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are you? Want to me? You got it. Okay.
Go.
No,
just do it. Just do it.
You got it. I'm sorry.
Location.
As I was saying, I think that we have a golden opportunity here that I would like to discuss with you that will be extremely profitable for all of those involved.
Cool. This is the captain. Where are you?
Inside the mother chamber,
Oh, and that is.
I
deck
start,
A.
Oh.
We were right.
yeah, we're on deck A.
Okay.
I start proceeding that way
Great.
with forcefully.
Great.
I'll go too.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'll stay back a little bit and kind of look at Rye.
It's on my way to the air duct.
Sure. The airlock.
hang on,
Great.
what part of it?
Yeah. So conveniently, all of you, you're about to get there. You're walking by the stairwell, and then it's Ava.
No.
Ava has 2 flamethrowers.
Jeez. Hey, Ava.
Hello.
Still feeling not... You feeling good?
Slight headache.
There's a small drip of a white fluid in the back of her head.
Here,
Wanna
that's got
get
hanky.
that-
Can I just like quick repair that?
Can you just throw a hanky at her? Yeah.
No, not throw it, but like stuff the
Sure.
hole?
Oh, yeah, but like, this is like, yeah, you look at it. It looks like some of your repair work has come undone from her strenuous activity.
Oh.
But you can repair it pretty easily.
Okay.
Where'd you get those flame guns?
Ava, what's your next task?
Comms.
Then proceed. And then yes.
But she needs to go airwalk. She needs to go out in space.
Yeah,
Great.
that's why I'm here.
Is that a 2-person? Do I
She's-
know offhand if that's a 2-person thing?
Usually for humans, yeah. For
It-
people,
It's a 2-person.
It does. It's really good at that sort of thing.
I'll trade you.
Ooh.
do you give her the 3 or the 2?
I will give her the 3.
Great. You have an incinerator with 3 supply.
Nice.
And then here, I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to stick with you guys. Here, Ava.
Hey,
Okay, stay
Ava,
close then.
do you need help
Yeah,
doing that?
You tell me. You can technically do it by yourself, as long as there's nothing out there that's going to get in your way.
Assuming that there are no impedances, it should be fine.
We are short-staffed, so
You don't say.
if you can do it yourself, then
And you have everything taken care of here?
do so. Yes.
Yes.
Do you need medical assistance?
No.
Your
How
face would say otherwise.
Do you have a mirror?
Davis kind of like looks around. Oh, just hold up the magnum. It's very shiny, so you can kind of see your reflection in it.
I've looked better.
Yeah, you look all right.
Really?
just radio us.
Thank you.
If you need any help, I can
Welcome.
help. But yeah, I think like I can also.
We go. Thank you for your concern, Ava 6. I'm fine. We'll proceed.
Okay. Great. So you head down the hallway. You head to the airlock.
A flamethrower.
If you remember, the airlock is rather damaged. So you have kind of used the next room as a makeshift airlock. Although, since you don't need to breathe, you could just kind of purge that if you really want to. So you will head yourself out into space. Why don't you give me an agility plus mobility roll to not damage yourself on the way out into space.
I would like to, after this, take Rye aside for just a little second.
Sure.
One success.
Okay, great. You managed to not like catch your arm on exposed jagged metal or anything like that. So you are out into space. You are on the a tiny little speck on. You're basically this.
Uh-huh.
So a little floating speck out in the void
That's
on the
pretty
hull of
wholesome
this huge ship, and you're not even using a suit, right? Great. So
Great.
Great.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, yeah, cause yeah.
It would be moving if it was like a human with feelings.
Yeah.
So you head to the comms array. I'm going to abuse your trust for a moment.
Oh no.
Oh,
You head to the comms array. Give me a wits and comtech roll.
she also has a little
Yep.
walkie-talkie.
That's
what-
fine.
Oh yeah, because you gave her the.
I gave her mine. Cause I was like, maybe we want to not separate.
Yeah.
3.
3.
And
Okay.
I am set to be stuck with you
So-
two.
Yeah.
You begin working and repairing it.
Especially
And this
you
is
and me.
definitely a camera angle of like, it takes about a turn. So it takes like 10, 15 minutes for this repair. And you're literally just floating in the void, no protection whatsoever. And there's like a trio of large radio dishes and antenna and stuff like that. And you're repairing one where it's clearly been damaged by an impact of some kind. And the camera is kind of looking at your face as you're doing this work. There's little like flashes of light. And you just see behind you in another radio dish this kind of like tail come up
Oh.
and then drift back down. And then you see this large bulbous, well, no, you don't, but the camera
No.
sees this bulbous gelatinous head kind of rise up. Great, so back out in the ship.
Yes.
Thanks, Derek. So kind of keeping an eye out, stepping a little bit further away from John's for a second. Goes over
Well,
to Ryan.
John's is trying to be in front, it sounds
Okay,
like.
so John's in front then.
Yeah, if you want to have a private conversation,
Yeah,
you
we'll
just
just
have
look
to
at it. Sure.
have to fall back a little bit.
Yeah, so we just-
I'm looking very much intently towards Mother.
Take a couple steps back and just kind of lean over. Psst, hey. So, this Wayland Yutani crap seems just like that. Crap. I don't think they care about us. You know what we need to do?
Still
We
a
need to
ship?
get out of here.
Still a ship?
Could work.
I mean,
Do we know if there's an escape pod around here?
no, I don't know. We can look around.
Maybe we can interrogate Karen.
Maybe. I think she knows something. She's got to know something.
Yeah, I can shoot her in the leg.
But I mean, if we go, I bet you, whatever this fungus is, can be sold off at the black market.
No, we can't. I don't want to mess with this stuff. You see what's happening here? I think we just need to get out here with whatever goods we can. Whatever valuables we find, we can keep. You can even have half of mine. I just think we need to get out of here. Screw this stuff. Let's survive.
All right.
Yeah? Team?
Great. So at that moment, John,
actually a face hug.
you'll turn the corner, and what you see is a burnt mass of flesh that's about the size of a body, laying on the ground. You see an arm and the body it was once attached to, kind of tucked in the corner, its chest ripped open. I believe I'm going to give... You're all going to see this in turn as you come around the corner. You're all going to get one stress just from seeing this situation.
I throw
I'll
it.
take it.
But you're the one who sees this first. So it looks like there's one body horribly burnt. There's scorch marks along the wall. There's blood splattered everywhere. There's a battered, ripped apart body further down. If you take a moment to kind of actually focus on it, you realize that it is Miller, the captain of the Montero.
Oh, my God, Miller.
And at the door to Mother, you see Clayton's face, kind of looking at you through kind of the viewport window.
So I say to you two, I look at Miller and look back at you and say, aliens are like ticks. Don't let them get under your skin. I go, is the door to where Miller's at locked?
Or to where Clayton's at?
Clayton's at.
Yeah, if you go towards it, she pulls up a radio to talk to you, and you can tell that it's locked from the inside. So Clayton says, excellent. I was hoping we would have this conversation.
Open the door.
Yeah, I hit it with the back of my gun. Hey, open up, come on.
Open up.
That's not making me want to open up the door.
Well,
There's a corpse out here that's not making me want to stay out here. So maybe you open up the door, we have a nice conversation in there, huh?
Yeah, we got radios.
Well, we got guns.
Good. I'm in here, you're not.
My bullets could be, though.
You want to try?
Hey, hold on.
Do you want to look up for a moment?
No.
Look up. So, John, you look up. You just see the ceiling. You look up. That's the hull. You want to put some bullets through that?
If you don't open the door.
That's not my problem. This one is sealed.
All right, you guys, I think our tensions are a little bit high at the moment.
Yeah,
What?
because pre-captain's on the floor all burnt up and missing some pieces.
No, I think that is Wilson.
Oh.
The other one is the captain.
Oh,
They seem to have some sort of disagreement.
Yeah, it looks like it.
wait. Do we only see the two bodies? What? Like, they can't rip each other up. What the heck happened here?
Oh, after their disagreement, there was a xenomorph specimen that dealt with the captain.
And you just did nothing?
Yes.
so what do you think we should do?
Your captain had the flamethrower. Your company agent had the shotgun.
Is it still
I think
there?
we can do anything
yeah.
about her now. I think we find something
No, wait,
else.
which one? The flamethrower? Is it still fueled?
She can't stand
No, the
Can't blow our
flamethrower is
way
out.
through.
Okay.
Let's go do something else.
So,
Damn it. He has a walkie-talkie on him, right?
Me?
yeah.
No,
Oh.
the body.
Oh
Wilson.
yeah, we can hear about it.
No, you examine it. Wilson's walkie-talkie is burnt and charred and melted.
Damn it.
She clearly opened the door long enough to reach out and get Miller's and then take it back in.
What a jerk.
Do we get bonuses if we quote lines from the movie?
Yes.
Look into my eye.
So, Clayton says,
That's -2 stress, I think.
as I'm sure you can imagine, and as your friend here has pointed out, this is a very stressful situation. But if we can get through this, then I am certain that I can make it worth your while beyond your dreams.
I can dream pretty big, Karen.
Miss Clayton.
Yeah.
Even your small dreams are nothing compared to the wealth that this life form can bring not only to the company, but to humanity in general. Can you imagine the medical repercussions and applications of 26 Dracana strain?
I think that the crew of this ship has seen the medical ramifications of the thing that you said. So,
You disgust me.
Johns, you've always disappointed me. I'm not discussing this with you any longer.
hey, leave Al alone. It's part of our crew.
Oh, is he?
Let's go somewhere else. I can't stand being in this thing's presence.
Davis? Rye?
Captain
So
Davis.
I leave.
Yeah, sure. Captain Davis, Rye. Both of you are reasonable individuals in the employ of Wayland Yutani. What would you do for a fortune larger than you could possibly spend? It's a simple task. All you need to do is recover the 26 Dracana strain and get this ship back to Earth. That's all. Isn't that what you were going to do anyway?
yes.
Yes.
Then great. We are agreed.
I need something from you.
What is that?
Contracts.
Contracts?
Some kind of assurance
Sure.
that when something goes down, that you don't lock yourself in the nearest door and let us die.
What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Defend yourself.
That's what I'm attempting to do right now.
Here, open the door. I'll give you a gun.
Why don't you roll empathy plus manipulation? Because I don't believe you.
Well, I have 4 empathy.
Woo!
I do not have manipulation.
Don't forget your stress.
Yeah.
Increases your odds.
Yeah, it does, right?
Yeah.
Besides, your stress is low at this point. Don't
Yeah.
forget you can push this.
Ooh, I'm reckless. I forgot. That's a
Yeah.
push.
No, that's
times
push
two. Oh,
agility.
yeah, it's agility.
It's agility roll.
I got nothing useful.
Would you like to push that?
You know what?
Do it.
Yes. So now I forgot what the pushing actually does. What do I
So
have
it
to do?
increases your stress by 1.
Okay.
And you re-roll everything that did not succeed.
Oh.
Including the new stress die.
Correct? Yep.
Let's just roll halvesies. Okay. Oh my God. That is 3 6s.
Here you go.
Yes, thank you. I like it.
Let's
I like
see
it
what
very
Clayton's
much.
empathy and manipulation is.
Probably pretty high.
Ooh.
So you got 3 6s. Okay.
And?
Great. So, Clayton says, well, let's start with the contract. And she kind of holds up a little like recorder, and she, says, Karen Clayton, representative of Wayland Yutani, entering a binding contract with, what's Rye's first name?
K.
With K. Rye, And
Captain Davis.
Mr. Captain Davis.
Miss Captain Davis.
Miss Captain Davis.
Thank you.
For the transport of medical samples of 26 Draconis strain to be secured from the medical bay, as well as she rattles off kind of a relatively short legalese contract.
1 billion.
1 billion.
In exchange for 1 billion corporate credits each upon delivery to Earth.
Deal.
Excellent. So she stops the recorder. Well, no, she takes the recorder down and opens the door. You doing it?
So Davis, the captain.
Would you like to fire full auto?
I feel like that might take away too much of her legs. I do want some of her legs so I can have a conversation with her. No, I'm gonna go ahead and actually, go with the the full auto. Let's just
Full
do it.
auto?
Let's
Great.
just take out
So-
the legs.
Step number 1. Firing full auto gives you a stress.
Of course it does.
Great. Why don't you roll range combat with agility?
And when I hear gunfire, I'll start running back.
Range combat.
You can push this twice if you need to because you are reckless.
Okay, I will push it.
You
toward-
better not fail a bunch and get bullets all through the hull.
And this is okay. That's good to know now.
Just to let you know, she was not bluffing.
That's fine. One way or another, this is gonna work out.
But-
so that's
man.
Look how thick the hole is here.
it's very thick.
It's not the out.
It's not
it was
this.
the
It's
outward.
extremely
this
thick hull.
Oh man, I can't wait for him to miss and bullets to just come shooting up through the hull.
Oh my
killing
God.
you
No zeros,
behind
no zeros
you
in the
without you
stress.
even noticing.
No successes.
Okay.
But no failures.
You gonna roll your stress dice?
Yeah, I did.
Do I get
Okay.
a
Yeah, there was
chance?
not. It was just those.
Oh.
It wasn't this. It
Okay,
Was, it was,
okay.
It was none.
Would you
I got
like to
nothing.
push?
I would like to push again.
Okay.
So I'll take another stress.
Yeah.
Theoretical stress.
You add another stress die.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do I get a chance to?
Well, let's see how this.
Oh, this
Come on, Cham.
is
Come on,
flowing.
Cham. Do it for Cham.
I see a couple
One.
sixes.
6.
I see a 6 and a 1.
Yep.
2 6s and I guess 1 of this, but I got 2 1s of the regular die.
regular ones are
Regular
don't
ones
matter.
matter.
Yeah, so 2 successes and
one
1
face hugger.
face hugger.
So roll a d6.
Okay.
Add it to your current stress, which is 6. Oh, please get a 12. Please get a 12.
It's a 12.
Yes! So, here's what happens. The
Yeah.
door
Oh,
opens
no.
up, and you just inhumanly scream and spray, screaming and shooting.
Yeah, that does sound like Davis.
Feels so good, and he doesn't stop,
yeah.
right? Is this the empty the whole magazine?
You scream your lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action. Your stress is decreased by 1.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Word feels
However,
good, don't it?
Every friendly character who can hear you increases their stress by 1.
Oh,
You'll notice a pattern that there's a lot of these results that will influence your stress.
Yeah.
So,
I actually take another stress to see if that recorder got broken because it wasn't stipulated that she had to be alive.
It was not. It was not.
A recorder.
I specifically aimed up for the
I
recorder.
love the fact that I didn't say it or didn't suggest it, but you were all willing to take stress to bargain for details.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic.
Yes,
do it.
we
So,
have to. I have.
Act 3, baby.
That's $1 billion.
Yeah. It is.
That's a contract. 'cause
so-
$2
she,
billion.
Speaking
$2
of
billion
which,
because she didn't say that she had to
She
be
did
alive.
not say that she had to be alive.
She did not say.
she did not say that she had to be alive.
Nor that you had to be alive.
No, but we just have to.
What's this about $1 billion?
No, we're not saying that.
Rye?
There's just the horrible body.
No, I just said the recorder. The recorder.
What's this about $1
Hey,
billion,
so-
Rye?
Yeah, so I think a lot of these results don't necessarily matter, depending on what you want to do to her. But one of the things you could do is make somebody drop an item they were holding or something like that.
Did she drop a recorder?
Yeah, she dropped her
Apparently.
recorder.
Is she alive? How much damage does the auto gun do?
I will take another stress. To take the
3 plus 2. So 5?
Okay, she's dead.
Okay,
Oh,
she did.
yeah.
She's way dead.
But the tape recorder's not.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Is Mother still active?
yeah, roll a d6.
Okay.
Oh, damn it. Does she record? Do we know if she records? Do I know if she
We can take care of that.
Have you had any
That's a
experience?
6.
Do you want Mother to be active? Because I don't know.
So my question is, because I actually don't know this. This is like out of the character.
Yep.
Would anyone be able to access, or would it need like a code or a handprint?
You need a code.
Okay.
The only people that you knew would have the code would be Clayton or Wilson.
Damn it.
Okay, so I would like it to be active, and then I would like to. Oh God, I don't have a mask on. I was gonna breathe to see if I can see the fingerprints on the thing, but I can't do that.
Just bolt the door open.
So, like bullets riddle the chamber with Mother. Like a bunch of lights go out. A bunch of systems are destroyed here. Like at least observation systems. But miraculously, somehow, it seems like Karen's body absorbed all of the bullets that would have destroyed the keyboard and monitor to discuss
That's very
with Mother.
thoughtful of Karen's body.
Thanks, Karen.
Great. So Karen is now no more.
Okay, Mother's
Don't
active.
need to worry about
Yeah.
Karen.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Mother.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that. So there's a thing. You just wanted to grab the recorder, right?
Yes. And then I guess I would have accidentally. That's $1 billion right there, and he's asking.
What's $1 billion, Rye? What's on the recorder?
All right. Maybe we should cut away.
What did I miss?
Ava,
Oh.
why don't you give me a wits and observation roll?
Great.
This is great because it's great, John.
Two.
Page 27. Okay. So 2 6s?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
It's vodka.
Is it?
No, it's water.
I was like, dang.
Okay.
Just bring vodka to Gen Con. There you go.
Make this a very different game.
It's droplets.
It wouldn't be the first
Great.
time.
So you, there's conveniently for you, there are a number of like spotlights that kind of stagger up the back of the ship. So you are surprised. You are not surprised by it, but you are surprised when you see a shadow pass over what you're working on, and you turn around to see basically this horrible thing.
Well, that is unpleasant.
Okay.
Can we see? Oh!
So it was clearly once human.
That's horrible.
But imagine a human with long ape-like arms and a face and a head that has been subsumed into some sort of gelatinous sea creature. And its eyes and mouth have kind of faded and sunken and are almost hidden inside beneath the layers of this.
Can we get that on the stream somehow?
Yeah.
yeah, we can hold it up to this.
Hold it up to a camera?
So it's a little bit worse than that.
Yeah.
Hey, Will, how does this look?
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Next year.
There you go.
So that thing kind of rises up out of the kind of dish behind you. These are the things that attacked you 70 years ago. What would you like to do?
Old friends.
I do have a bolt gun because I don't think the flamethrower will do much.
That probably won't work in space.
No.
Yeah.
No,
The bolt will.
the bolt will.
You
No,
gonna
but
shoot
the
it?
flamethrower won't.
Oh,
Here,
yeah,
why
the
don't we do initiative?
Okay.
Oh no.
How does this work?
You
Thanks,
draw
I
a
hate
card.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Thanks, I hate it. What?
That's what chat said.
To the great monster, who's our new friend.
What'd you get?
3.
I got a 9. You go
Oh,
first.
boo.
What would you like to do?
I would like to adhere it to the hull of the ship with the bolt cutter.
Great.
Or with the bolt.
Great. So, are you attempting to attack it or attach it?
Attach it.
Great. Then give me a heavy machinery roll.
Okay.
Nice. nice
Agility
joke.
plus heavy machinery,
Good one.
perhaps.
Yes. That's it. Oh, wait, no, you don't have
I don't have any machinery.
that. Damn it.
Do you
that
have
would
ranged
have been.
combat?
Nope.
Yeah, you're fine either way.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
Great. So you use the bolt gun and you bolt, but it like just moves its foot. Great.
Didn't see that coming.
On its turn,
Dumb android.
It was just a single tear of white liquid.
It's floating out.
He said treat it like a tool.
Yeah, toaster. Toaster was the word I believe we
Toaster.
used.
I just.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fair.
okay. So
I think we have a
So,
couple
so
more in
you
the cargo
basically
bay.
try to bolt it to the ship. Like it moves its foot and just kind of smacks you upside the head. You don't have any armor or anything like that,
I
right?
slap with you. I
Slap
slap
it back.
Nope.
Where's
Slap.
Ava 7 and 8? Where are they at?
They're in storage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
where's
right. We
1
need
through
to see
5?
what his special
You don't
attack
want to
is.
know.
No.
No, there was a malfunction. A few deaths were involved.
Oh, God.
They all combined into one.
Another movie
Ava,
quote.
It's a terrifying monster. It's in the basement. Don't look at it. Don't go down there.
Don't go down.
It's worse than the aliens.
Great. So you try to bolt it to the ground, and instead it just like leaps on you, slams you into kind of one of the radar dishes you just repaired. You take 1 damage. And it kind of leans in really close. It kind of like smushes its gelatinousness into your face, and then kind of
Why are we kissing?
and then pulls back.
Smoosh.
Yeah, it probably actually smushes in, moves a little bit just to wipe you, and then backs up. And then it seems to actually kind of just like pull back and just start looking away. Like it is done with you. Would you like to try bolting it again?
Yes.
Great. Give me a roll.
First you don't succeed, right? Bolt that alien.
There we go. 2.
2? Okay. You bolt its leg to the ship hull, and it looks down. And it's got these long arms because it's moving on all fours,
God,
basically.
it's gonna-
It just looks down and just kind of like pulls its foot through the bolt.
Squelchy.
Another
How much
plot
damage does
twist
that
that
thing
no
do?
one could possibly have anticipated.
I don't know. 3.
Three.
So yeah, it actually the foot it stays behind.
Oh.
It breaks off at the ankle, and it just kind of moves further down the hull.
Excuse me.
It's in space, so you just like. Yeah, you also realize you can't use the radio out in the vacuum.
Oh, you can't?
She's not in the suit.
Wait.
She's not in the suit. The radio is a walkie-talkie.
Yes.
She can't make noise for the radio to pick up.
Wait. Can you... Do you need air to make noise?
Actually, yes, you
Yes.
need air to make
For an
noise.
android though, like would it be able to like
Maybe
automate sound?
hold it against his throat. You know.
No.
Like,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know
I mean,
specifically the
I'm
androids.
gonna
I am
say.
not a scientist.
I'm going to vibrate.
Hey, what you could do is
I think it's
turn
a
the radio on and
reasonable
tap
ruling.
into it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Morse code.
Do
sure.
we know Morse code?
Great.
Oh, that's good.
So, are you going to pursue this alien? Because it is moving quickly down the hull,
Toward where?
the aft end of the ship.
Is that the front or the back?
Back.
Okay.
So, are you going to pursue it, or are you going to Morse code everybody else?
Yeah.
Great. Well, now that you have murdered the NPC who wanted to talk to you for the rest of the session, we will attempt to have the NPCs murder you back. So you're going to tap a code?
We
Great.
successfully murdered our NPC.
Great.
is
So,
what I'm saying.
as you finish screaming, you realize that your radio has been tapping for a while now.
Oh.
What?
Do any of you know Morse code?
No.
Morse code?
I know Morse code.
Yeah.
I think with my wits and my observation, I would have picked up Morse code.
What are you saying?
Xenomorph on the hull.
Well, so
minus
okay,
the
this is Morse code. If you want to say xenomorph on the hull, it's going to be like a 5-minute conversation.
Just say scary.
No, SOS?
Oops.
Yeah, like SOS.
Or pursuit. Pursuit. Isn't that a Morse
Yeah, I mean, there's
code?
probably a couple codes. I'm pretty sure there's no quick Morse code for xenomorph.
Yeah.
Xenomorph, stop. On hull, stop. Stop stopping.
Oh, xenomorph on the hull. Let's
Sir,
go.
we've got a telegram for you from the android.
So the Western Union just kind of comes up. Yeah.
An alien comes over with like a hat and a cane, like, singing telegram, sir.
3/4 alien on run.
Ava is dying on the hull.
So,
3/4 of alien on run.
okay, great. So it's going to take you a little while to get this message, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because it's 3 divided by 4 alien hull.
I think everything's fine.
Do you
It
understand?
sounds like
Oh no, I'm sorry. 3 divided by 4 alien hull run.
I'm hearing run.
right, so you're going to pursue the aliens? Great, give me an agility plus mobility roll.
Get inside the
Get inside Mother and shut it like Karen did. Didn't work out for her.
Didn't work out. Oh, I meant take
All
that
right, so-
recorder, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sir, you've got the recording.
4.
Great. You are shockingly keeping pace with it. It is not moving in a human manner. Think
Neither
of-
am I.
Yeah, sure, that's reasonable. So are you just going to try to attach this thing to the hull and then leave it? Great. Give me another.
Every time he attaches it, it's one less limb.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Can I edit the tape recording to say, Davis, Karen Clayton, give Captain Davis rides over the ship.
I will not let you.
I just want to play it over so I can get Ava to do what I want.
That would take you quite a long time. Damn it.
Even with my
I will not let
piloting?
you. This is.
Even with your piloting, yes. You can't pilot your situation.
what if I do it recklessly?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so why don't you roll your agility and heavy machinery? It's a shame you can't push. Inside, what is everybody doing?
Well, we left on a dramatic note
dramatic.
here.
Yeah.
With what I asked Rye.
Yeah, what do
Yeah.
you mean $1 billion?
Yeah, exactly. So
This recorder, I'll look at Davis and.
what?
We lied.
What?
We lied to get Karen to open up the door, and then I shot her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Told her we'd get this shit back for $1 billion. What was it?
Billion.
Yeah, $1 billion.
But we're all clear, right? We're not taking the ship to Earth. These things can't get loose on Earth,
I agree.
Did you get any success?
right?
Yes. Yes.
Clear?
Yeah.
I think I should take the recorder.
Are you sure? Because
How about the captain hangs on to it?
I think in this case, I should hang on to it. I'm going to use my pull rank talent.
Sure.
Dang it.
Sure.
I'm going to use my big gun. No,
Sure. So
Yeah, I'm
you
going
while
to try to
we
convince
so-
her.
so pull
I'm going to try to pull rank to get her to give me
Great.
the.
Pull rank, I believe you're going to roll
It's a
your
talent, so
Yep,
I
you're
don't-
going to roll empathy plus manipulation, I believe.
I don't have manipulation.
Give me one moment.
Okay.
Here we go. Officer talents. Pull rank. You're going to roll empathy plus command, I believe,
Oh,
against
command I have.
her manipulation.
Okay, so that's 5 dice.
Your stress
if-
goes up by 1
For
for using almost all these talents.
Okay.
You use it, stress goes up by 1. So you roll empathy plus manipulation.
I don't have manipulation.
Great, then just empathy.
And then plus
Plus your
1,
stress.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just want to chill out and watch this.
so should I go roll?
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
roll.
You just want to get more 6s before either of you announce how many
I got
6s you
no
have.
6s,
Okay,
which is
cool.
which is
I
great.
got 1 6,
I-
but I also got 1 stress.
That's fantastic. I think she should win this roll.
Okay, well,
Actually,
you can push that if you want. Pushing
no,
it
no. I think narratively,
Okay.
it's great for
Great.
me to fail this.
I have.
on
this-
your stress die.
He's
Yeah.
he's currently very confident, but it really shouldn't last.
Great. Okay. Roll a d6.
Plus 6, by the way.
I want you to roll a 14, but you can't. All right. So 6.
I got 6 plus 5,
No 6s
11.
or face huggers.
Okay. So 11 is technically seek cover.
Seat cover.
This is not necessarily a combat situation, however. So in a situation where he is asking, like, I feel like this is a social seek cover. You get what I mean? Like, you're trying to get away from the conflict and protect yourself. How would you do that in a social? Actually, no. I mean, it's just seek cover. It's going to freak everyone out. Maybe.
No. I mean, you could make me screamy.
Well, so.
Well,
like,
what is? Well, no. Hold on. Ooh.
I think
you know what?
Banzai's going to come up with it.
For
Well, so here's the thing. Like,
I think for this one, I'm gonna just have a panic attack.
great.
And
Okay.
just bolt.
Great. So yeah. So you bolt and seek cover somewhere safe. This stresses you out and you out.
Take that.
Your stress level reduces by 1.
Yes, I will go ahead and say, but my brother, I can't, because my brother, you just don't understand my family.
So where do you run to seek cover? Is it back to the locker?
No.
Is it in Mother?
No, I wouldn't go in mother. I just run blindly.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and let's say that, let's see, deck. So we're on A.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Sometimes I come on a little strong.
Just runs away screaming.
5, 6. I'm in D.
Great.
And let's say I'm on D. I'm just
Very
in
commanding.
D.
I like it. Okay, it worked out.
Yeah, it did not work
Did not work out.
I'm losing control. I'm at 4 levels
Great.
stress now.
So you come to your senses.
that really
having
shook me.
Raced all the way to deck D, basically. You are in front of the bay door to open up and vent this entire area, but all the locks are busted.
I start chewing on my key card.
You are all going to kill each other before I have a chance to kill you.
I'm chewing on my key card.
So you
Nervous.
bolt this thing
It's always got a
to
teeth
the
mark
outside
on
of the
down one
ship.
side.
It swings one enormous arm and kind of swats you away like a inconvenience.
He was so
and
close
seems to kind of like trying to be
pulling it
tugging
together.
its legs off of the. You probably bolted like one hand and one leg. It swats you away, and you kind of go spinning, and you think you're going to spin off into the void, and you catch yourself and break one antenna.
Oh. Damn it.
But it seems like it's going to take a while for it to get itself off of the hull.
The more things we break, the better.
Yeah, duct tape. So, what would you like to do out in space?
So that's where it is for a while.
Yep.
Is the comm system fixed?
Yes.
Okay.
While you're out here, do you want to go fix the engines? Or do you want to go report in?
Comms fixed.
All right, so
Maybe I should.
Something about toast.
Maybe I should go apologize.
Maybe we should all carefully walk together, not alerting anything to our presence.
I think we should go find Rye. I think I came on too strong.
your radio is tapping.
What am I recognizing?
That thing's making me nervous.
Comms fixed.
Comms.
Oh,
Looks like
comm
we gotta
6.
fix the comms.
Take good. Say good.
Good.
You see the light come on.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Just turn the comm off. No. Okay, so just go-
What I love is the light comes on and you can't hear anything.
I know.
It's just only one way.
It's brilliant.
No. If he turns it on and off.
oh, I can.
Well, no, but he's not doing that. He's turning it on and tapping it.
Okay. Pretty sure I said hi. Didn't actually communicate that well.
Oh, how about in panic I turn the comms off because I don't want to be found.
Well, you did have a radio.
No. Oh yeah, I did it because I gave it to
Yep.
her. Totally forgot. Never mind, JK.
Let's so I'm just gonna be like good, and then we'll progress down the hall after going after Rye. Hey,
Okay, are you just going to go repair the engines then?
Dad, these are my directives.
Okay.
Get the humans
Hey,
back
Johns.
to safety.
Can you give me a heavy machinery roll?
Yeah.
Heavy machinery plus what?
What you thinking? What you thinking, Cat?
Wits.
Wits. All right. Cool. So give you a wits roll. Got it.
I'm not. Do you want me not to listen? I won't.
Oh no, you can listen. You're fine.
1.
Great.
Paying
It's
respect
good
to
because
the
you can't re-roll once you fail. Yeah, it's going to take you probably a half hour, 45 minutes out here in the void.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Ava's just getting everything done.
Yeah.
We're doing nothing.
Yeah, you're literally running back and forth, waving guns at each other.
It's really useful. Everybody should have one.
It literally is the Roomba that is just cleaning everything up.
Just bumps into an alien, turns away. So as they're
Like
walking,
getting into a big pile of brains and just smearing it on the carpet as it tries to clean it up.
That was the worst mess. Oh, there was shit everywhere.
oh, I want that. That's my Prometheus too. So as we start, Johns and Davis start walking off in the direction, big gun up.
Yeah.
Hey, Johns.
Yeah, Cap. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we can't let them get this ship.
No,
I like what you were saying there.
it can never get to Earth.
So
we
what's
got
the
it.
plan?
You gotta blow it up. You gotta self-destruct.
Okay.
Right?
But I gotta get. Here's the thing.
Give me wits plus observation.
But let's go find Rye.
I want.
she's okay.
Yeah, Davis specifically says like, I want to get Rye off this ship.
Yeah. We should get everybody off the ship.
Wits
I'll
plus
stay
observation?
and
Yeah,
I don't have.
take care of it.
I don't have
Great.
observation.
Then just roll wits. Does anybody know how to get off this ship?
I was actually just gonna ask Johns if he knows any ways off the ship or any potential hatches that
You can go out through the
No
airlock.
successes and also more stress.
Great.
Then we're just out in space.
Roll
Yeah, it's not
d6
so
and
good.
add it to your stress level.
Okay.
Do you know any escape pods?
5, 6.
Oh, sorry. Wait, something's happening over here.
Sorry. Oh, 10. I
What's that?
freeze.
Yeah, you freeze.
Oh God.
You freeze again? What
freeze.
happened? What'd I miss?
I ran to D in horror.
That was 9.
Oh wait, no. Is it 9 when I roll a 4?
Yeah, you only got 5 there.
No, wait. I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Isn't
5.
that big one 5 stress?
Nope.
Okay, so I did
Maybe that's
that.
what I should do.
So I got 9.
Great. So
I didn't
9.
think-
What's 9 do?
So 9 makes you drop an item. Give me your items, the cards.
The recorder?
Oh God. Just don't give me the good one.
Okay. Recorder, and these.
Ah!
Let's get the recorder. Means if you lose the recorder, it means you're probably gonna live.
All right. Here. Pick 2.
2 of them?
I picked 1.
Pick 1.
Yep.
Is that the
Ha
ones you dropped or the ones you kept?
What is it? What is it?
It's the flamethrower.
Oh. I
Great.
like my theme.
So you drop that somewhere.
Oh,
you
you
have
dropped
no
the
idea where.
flamethrower.
I dropped.
Oh, you kept the recorder.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, wait. I kept the recorder though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You,
just
dropped
dropped
your
the
flamethrower.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So somewhere in the cargo bay, your flamethrower has been dropped because you notice a large, hulking silhouette breathing heavily on the catwalk above you. What would you like to do? Yeah. So like you notice it, it stops and looks at you.
Oh shit.
What would you like to do?
I don't know where anything is.
No, you don't.
Run away. Yeah.
Is any car like flipped over correctly?
There's an ATV you could flip back over.
Oh, but I have to flip it back over.
Like it's an ATV. You can just like go over and
Just press X like in Halo.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
flips it up.
and then it just goes.
Wait. Okay, but never mind. I am not going to be in here. I am going to run.
So you're gonna run? Great.
Yes.
Give me an agility plus mobility roll.
Agility plus mobility.
Run. I think that's a good start.
Agility 4.
If you run back the way you came, that might be a good
Ability
idea.
And I give myself.
Because I have
Agility
every
plus
gun, I guess.
mobility
And an
plus
axe.
5. I was actually
You
rolling more
need
stress.
more
Highly
than one.
effective
You need
against Karen.
at least 1 success.
Yay!
Yay! 2, 3. 3
Great.
successes.
3 successes. No freak out.
No freak out.
Great.
Because it's not on the other guy.
Great. You get away from whatever it was, but you don't get a real good look at it.
Because I'm panicked, I think I will go ahead and roll randomly. 1,
Sure.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5,
Absolutely.
6.
Go right ahead. Right
This
ahead.
makes more sense.
Sure.
I'm on B.
Okay. Why don't you figure out where in deck B you want to be?
Ooh.
Are you screaming while you're running?
Yes.
Great. You somewhere in the ship.
We follow
you hear
the
Rye
screaming.
screaming.
Yeah, we follow the
It's
screaming.
echoing a lot. Why don't you give me a wits plus observation to figure out where? One of you can roll.
I have 5. Is that what do you have? What's on observation?
I have 2 and 3 is 5. Go ahead. You're a captain.
You also have stress.
I always have strong.
No, you have a lot more stress.
2.
So you should
that
roll.
good or
You
bad?
should roll.
Good or bad?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, 11
is
dice. You'll get successes.
Too much.
Yeah.
You figured out where you want to be?
She's that way.
I will go ahead and say I'm in the command.
Well, you got a lot of face huggers, but no,
No.
successes.
Actually, let's go to the science lab
Science
because
lab.
that's where I think the most.
I don't think you've been to the science lab yet.
No, the science lab is right by the med bay, though.
Yeah, you just haven't actually been in there.
No, I haven't.
Oh,
No, we haven't. We've only been in the med bay.
that's right.
We have not been in the science.
Okay, so Science Lab 1 or Science Lab 2?
Dose.
Okay, great. So, what did you get? Nothing.
3 facehuggers.
3
Sweet.
facehuggers and
Roll
no
a D6
successes.
and add your 6 to it.
Love to. That's 1.
Hey, you get a nervous twitch.
Cool.
Ooh, can I get another stress? I'm very stressed.
Yeah, sure.
A nervous twitch.tv /GenCon TV.
Ooh, can I have one too?
Yeah,
we all
absolutely.
want
You
one.
automatically get one.
Okay.
And so you develop a nervous twitch, and both of you can
Yes.
see that the man with the smart gun is developing a little twitch, and he's a little twitchy as there's screams echoing from everywhere, and you are completely unable to orient it.
First of all, it's a woman.
Yes.
With a smart
Oh
gun.
yes, I
$2 billion.
And I
Miss
just
Davis.
I just stay behind her.
Envy.
Probably the safest place, honestly.
Roombas can't own property.
No.
I
So
just wanted more
so there's a
different-
lot of excitement going on over here. You
I want to buy my freedom.
Science lab, science lab.
you find yourself in a charred shell of a room. Whatever happened here, the crew ended it real fast with the liberal use of fire. There are two partial
Yeah,
or
really
burned
blame
out
them.
partial remains of drums of some kind in this room, and something tickles your mind that you think you've seen drums like
eardrums.
that in the cargo bay.
It's way worse.
Oh, drums like that in the cargo bay?
Yep, it looks like they probably took something from the cargo bay, brought it up here, and doused this whole place and burnt it.
Cool.
There's this thick with a smell of burnt rubber, plastic, and flesh, although it's beginning to clear up as an aroma as the air is kicked in.
This is science lab
You find
two.
at least one body burnt in the room.
Science lab 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to examine the body in detail?
Oh, that's where she's.
I don't want to be in the burnt room.
Okay.
I'm being chased by something.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the next place that I do know that there were somebody. Or wait, you know what?
You gonna go back to the med lab?
Yes.
Great. You go back to the med lab. The first thing you notice is that Reed is not there.
Yeah.
So the two of you.
Where are we?
The screaming probably stops at this point. You deck A or deck B? Which one do you want to be on?
B.
B. You're on deck B.
Yeah, we're wandering around looking for Rye.
Okay.
Following where we think we heard the screaming
Why
from.
don't you roll a
but-
d6?
I'll let you roll this time.
1.
Great. Rye or Davis.
Yeah.
If someone were to come around the corner in your current state, what would you do?
Depends on how slimy they were. I think I would gauge their slime.
Okay. All right. Rye,
Definitely.
if someone were to come around the corner in your current state, what would you do?
Scream and then fire.
Great. So the two of you basically come around the corner at the med bay in the most high-strung kind of situation, and you're gonna shoot them with.
I'm gonna bolt.
Okay.
Gun.
Okay. Great. Why don't you give me a range combat roll?
Okay. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this.
Why don't
Range
you give
combat,
me
I don't have any.
agility plus mobility?
I
Okay.
don't have range combat.
Is that so? I can. If I push that, that's ×2 then. But
So
that's
do I
only if
just
push
roll
it.
my-
Yeah, you can push twice.
My
Good
stress?
already.
Yeah. No, so you have agility.
Oh, okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
6 plus agility.
Oh,
All right.
Jesus. It's better than my 11 last time.
Oh, wait. Let me read a lot. I got
I'll roll the
1.
bad dice
Oh,
first.
I'm stressed.
Wow.
Really? I'm
Always
shocked.
rolling 1s on my bad ones.
So
I got 1
3
success.
face huggers, one success there. But let's roll this one, and maybe
I
they'll be
have a
all
7.
6s. Not that one.
What? Okay, so you got a 7.
Yes.
All right, that.
Stress all around.
It's good. It's good. It's fine.
So remember,
One-
you can't push if you've got
can't.
any face huggers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so but you got a success.
Yes.
You got no successes.
No, I got 1 success.
Great. So
But I also got stressed.
sure. Yep.
At a,
So
I'm at 7.
and you got a bunch of face huggers.
Yeah.
Roll a die and add your 7 stress to it. Yeah. I'm gonna do that real good.
That's a 5.
Ooh,
So that's 12.
I got a 6.
Great. So here's what happens.
Oh, God.
You turn the corner. You're in the med bay.
No.
You see Reed's not
Okay.
there. This big, huge form comes around the corner. You immediately just instinctively fire at it, assuming that it is something that's pursuing you.
Yes.
You kind of bring up your gun. It's not gelatinous and sticky, so you don't shoot. You shoot the bolt, kind of like on a nervous twitch, and then you just start screaming. So
Wait, what does 7
the-
do, though, for me?
that's the nervous twitch. The net
Oh.
result is 2 stress for everyone.
Yay!
I love it. I love having all this stress.
Woo!
Okay, so
We're very stressed.
Right.
After you finish screaming, you realize that Reed is not here in the medical bay.
Where did that body go?
So
I don't know.
Nobody
there's,
got
there's
shot.
something. There was
got
something
So,
else.
so she fired.
Yeah.
He dodged. Or I'm sorry. They fired. She dodged.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's now a hot glowing bolt in the wall.
Right behind.
Yeah.
There.
So
We found Rye.
There's
when you
Right.
finish with the engine,
there's
what
a
are you gonna
big,
do?
I'm gonna go back.
Right.
inside.
big one.
Right.
Big
Right.
one.
Right.
Right.
Come
Right.
over here. Come over here.
I need to talk to you. Right, I need to talk to you. I'm sorry I yelled at you earlier.
You know what? Just
can
here. Take this
Enter
damn
at any
thing,
point you would like.
and I'll throw the recorder.
Okay. Right. Right.
We
cannot let anything get off the ship.
We are screwed.
I fixed the ship.
Yeah, it was just smiling.
Just.
Also, it is worth noting. Did you clean your face?
No.
Great. There is a lot of goo all over Ava's face.
Is it clear that it's Ava then, though?
Oh, yes.
Okay then, because if it's this goo, I might shoot. But it's
Like
if
it's
clear as
just
Ava, I
like
don't wanna
imagine
shoot
that
Ava.
she got slimed.
Oh. You got a little.
Yes, there was one outside. I bolted it to the outside of the hull.
On
That
your way
worked?
back, it was not there.
There's parts of it bolted to the outside of the hull.
So let's get moving,
We
huh?
are-
Hey Ava, where's the quickest? Are there any escape pods or anything, or any parts of the ship that are extremely
I
vulnerable
know about the
to
one
like
that's-
guns?
Yes,
God.
there's one in the corporate
We're
office.
just not gonna make it, you guys.
Corporate office?
This is.
Yes.
Where is the corporate office? Would you show us to the corporate office? Do you want to? Let's all take
Absolutely.
a mosey to the corporate office.
It's on deck B.
Yes.
Well, we're here anyway, right?
Yep.
So let's.
Wait. But if the ship is
Ryan?
fixed, if the ship is fixed,
I'll take care of it. Ryan? Go over, kind of over like, Ryan? I'm gonna get you out of here. You're a good kid.
My prime directive is to get all of you humans off of the ship.
Cool. I'm the captain now. Clayton said so, so you're gonna have to
Okay.
kind of follow my orders. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Cool with that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Then we're gonna get along really well.
Where is Clayton?
Listen.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. So we Clayton had an incident with one of those dang monsters. The big ones with all of the parts on them that are.
Can you roll empathy plus manipulation?
No.
Can you roll empathy plus manipulation?
Sure.
What she's trying to say is Clayton didn't make it.
So that's sorry. That was
Empathy plus manipulation.
Okay. Plus all of my fancy stress stuff. Come on, buddies.
hey, wow,
This is not even enough. I don't think. Oh God.
Are you at 10 stress dice or something? 8?
9.
Wow.
I'm at 8.
It's all gone.
Okay.
Everything's coming up Millhouse.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, actually, you know what? It's not
Jesus. That's 2 successes and 2 facehuggers.
Did you roll your normal dice?
No, not yet.
Did you get it in there?
No.
Great.
Oh,
3 6s and then 2 facehuggers.
Great. Yeah. Clayton's totally was killed by a monster.
Oh,
seems
that,
reasonable.
that is most unfortunate. Are there any other survivors besides the 3 of you?
Can you roll for your freak out?
Just 1d6. I would love to.
And you're currently at 9.
That's 4.
13. Lucky number 13.
You just can't take it anymore. You're going to flee to a safe space. So why don't
The
we?
locker.
Why,
I
oh,
recommend
hold
the
on,
locker.
but why don't we just say that Ava told you where the corporate suite is. So you know that the corporate suite is off the bridge, I believe.
Okay.
So you're just gonna book it for there.
Okay.
So basically, you say, "Hey, Clayton had a run-in with the monster," and just just turn and run.
Yeah. Clayton got killed with the monster. Bye. Just you hear the jingling of the gigantic heavy gun running down the hall.
Do you need any assistance?
Your stress level is decreased by 1.
Hell yeah, but I'm gonna get 2. Watch. This is how Derek does this.
I think she
Both
needs
of you
some alone time.
have your stress level increased by 1.
Yay! I have 10. Or no, 9.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
So,
I like that you're trying
to
to fit in that small locker with that giant gun.
to remind everyone,
Yes.
the corporate suite is a spacious area off the bridge. This is where Clayton's wardrobe and quarters were. They were at one point luxurious, but now the bed is soaked in blood. The couch cushions have all been torn out. The furniture in the room is destroyed. The wet bar is smashed.
There is no booze.
Yep.
There was booze.
You don't see an escape pod at first glance, but you're also can just kind of like, there don't seem to be many exits here, so it must be safe, right?
Well, sure.
So while you book it, what does everybody else do?
Well,
Can I show the rest of you the way?
I'm not gonna just be. Let's go to the corporate office. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Very well.
Great.
Let me guide you.
You will hastily head that way.
Good idea. Let's do that.
Great. Can one person of the three and you, so you're going to roll a die.
Okay.
The three of you are going to roll a die.
Yeah.
Nominate one of you to roll that die.
Not it.
Damn
Sounds
it.
like you.
6.
It's a 6.
Roll again.
It's a
6.
5.
Okay.
We're gonna stop in the name of love.
Well,
Will you, though?
before you
So-
kill the playable characters. Oh dear.
Okay.
That's a thinking face.
It is the thinking face.
We don't like
It's a
that.
hiding place.
Not here at Alien RPG, but Free League.
So, I would like you to draw from this initiative deck.
Ooh.
I would, it'd be an honor.
Alien or foe?
4.
3.
Okay. Can you give me a wits and no, that's fine. So you kind of run here. You catch your breath. Yeah, it's all going to work out. There's an escape pod here somewhere. You just don't know where it is. At which point, from amidst this kind of destroyed stuff, furniture and whatnot, just like pouncing at you.
Yeah, they'll do that.
Is this ape-like creature dressed like the semblance of a spaceman, and seems to have this weird head covered in like a mucousy, distended membrane.
Ew.
But you have a chance to go first before it lands on you.
Yeah, I think still not. I think she would have ran screaming down the hall.
Yep.
And then seeing the thing, did not stop screaming, continued to scream.
Sure.
And just fired Reggie right down that
Sure.
thing's
Go ahead.
brain face.
Go ahead.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, it's legit.
Okay, so that would be range combat, I guess.
Yep. Range combat.
With-
so agility plus all your stress dice.
Okay.
You're at 8 right now only.
I love it. I love it so much. Okay. Two 6s, 3 6s, 4 6s, no negatives there. On the
Wow.
You.
And no.
Stress pays off.
And 6, and then another 6.
So how many 6s?
4 6s.
Four.
Yeah, 4 6s.
I thought it was 5. Didn't you get 4 6s?
Then
in
5
your
6s.
stress?
5, yeah.
I'll take 5. You know
Okay.
what? When the GM gives you a chance, take 5.
5.
You want to take 5? You want to take 5 minutes?
I'll take 5.
Take 5.
All right.
Do it.
So,
I'll take 10. I'm going to stress die removed.
so you can do additional damage based on your successes.
Yeah, I would
so
love
you
to.
had like 4 net successes. What's your base damage for that gun?
5.
5.
Or,
so,
sorry, base is 3, but it's got a bonus of 2.
the bonus. I'm sorry. The bonus are extra dice you roll when you attack with it.
Oh, well then, oops.
So you can roll 2 more dice if you want. Black dice.
3. I don't know
Okay,
how
that's
you
fine.
count, yeah.
Nope. So you have a base of 3, you said? So plus 4. You can do 7 damage if you want it. You can pin down your enemy. They have to make a panic roll if they are susceptible to panic.
To pin them down?
No, like you
Or
pin
just
them
in
down
general?
and then they would make a panic roll.
Oh, I just want to kill it.
Yeah, the
Okay,
extra-
sure. Then I'm not going to bother listing anything else.
Yeah,
so you
I want it super
You just
dead.
pour 7 points of damage in that. For context for the viewers, how much health do you as a person have?
Me personally, 2.
Great. So this would kill you almost 4 times over.
Yeah.
Great.
That's why I got the gun.
Okay. It does not kill this thing.
Well!
So you just
Wow.
you're just pouring the burst fire into it, and it's leaping through the air at you basically, and it does not stop its leap.
Do I get another action? Or
Not yet.
Okay.
So in combat, you have a slow action and a fast action.
Okay.
Kind of like, not like unlike D&D or something like that.
Yeah.
But like making an attack is basically a slow action. So it attacks you. You can dodge.
Okay.
And dodging would be like your fast reaction, basically. It has one success to attack you.
Okay. And
To pounce on you.
I can dodge with agility.
Agility
or
plus mobility.
mobility. Okay. And then all of
Plus
my
all of your stress.
great, awesome collection of Joker things.
I think you need, you're going to take all but 2 of the stress dice. I mean, at this point, it's easier to count how many stress dice you don't have.
That's 1 6. 2 6s, no face huggers.
Okay.
Wow.
Look at you. Stress is coming through.
Okay. I mean, this is honestly, I'm still writing off of Emma's success. There's another 6, and then another 6. That's 4 6s.
Nice.
Wow.
You can increase
With
it
no
to 5.
face.
This was with blocking?
Dodge.
Dodging.
With dodging.
Great. So you just barely managed to get out of the way, at which point it, faster than you can really follow, turns and just leaps at you again.
Yeah. Don't like.
You are no longer able to dodge.
Oh.
Am I able to fast attack?
No, because it's its turn.
Oh, okay.
It gets to go faster than you, basically. So it inflicts 1 damage on you.
Jeez.
Do you have any armor? I don't think so.
The spacesuit?
I don't think the spacesuit counts as armor.
Does that count? If that doesn't count as armor, then I do not. I want to double check something real quick. Yep. Okay.
Okay, so you take 1 damage, which I believe does not break you.
No, it does not.
Great. So it pins you to the ground and just starts slamming these huge fists into you.
Sounds like it.
Ooh.
But so it does it. So it's slamming these fists down, just kind of wildly, like pointing its head in
the
different
way.
directions, and it does not actually manage to injure you.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Great.
good.
What would you like to do in your turn? It's a little bit close for the smart gun.
I would like to, since it's like this, I'm imagining that the gun is kind of between Davis, because like pinned.
Sure.
I would like to grab the Magnum and
Yep.
just go straight for the face.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay.
So if the Magnum has a bonus, you add that many dice to your attack roll.
Okay. So that is
Do you need more
agility plus
Range combat.
range combat.
Plus however
two,
your bonus
plus
is.
those 2. No, get out of here. You come back later. Okay.
So you have 10 dice for this attack.
I have all the dice.
18 dice.
This is too many dice. Okay.
What's the chances you'll get a success?
Well, as long it's one face hugger.
So now you can't push.
It's 1 face hugger and 1 success.
Great. Roll a d6, and we're going to add that
That's a
to
lot.
8.
It's a 1.
Ooh.
All right, you drop an item.
Tet.
I think at this point you basically try to pull the revolver and drop it.
Okay.
Oh.
That's great. That's ideal.
I'll let you shoot first, though. How much damage does it do?
It does 2.
Oh, did you roll your bonus dice for the weapon?
Yeah, I did.
Ah, good.
Didn't work out.
Yeah.
No.
It's a lot of not 6s.
Seen a lot of not 6s out here.
So you
Now,
so
wait, before, you got 2 successes or 1?
1.
1.
Oh, never mind.
So you shoot it, and you see one of the bullets actually like enter its head.
Ew.
And it's just kind of slowed down by the gelatinous goo, and
Ew.
it doesn't seem to actually like pierce it too much.
Yeah.
So
just
it
like
will go, and then so we had what, 3 and 4, I think. Yeah. So
Our turn.
yep, I'm going to ask the 2 of you to draw a card because it's going to go, and then
Well,
the rest
3
of
of
you.
us, right?
Oh, sorry, all 3 of you.
I'm there too. I'm leading them.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about the Roomba.
What are we doing?
So
This is
mean.
initiative.
Oh, you're all joining
Speciesist.
me here.
Yep.
Which one's the top and which one's the bottom?
Where it says in it.
Okay, yeah, so.
I
5.
got 10.
Okay, did anybody get a 1?
No.
Great. So it is going to go,
Oh.
and it is going to continue to pound on you.
Pound the alarm.
So you guys will come around the corner, and you see this gelatinous, goopy, ape-like creature wearing a spacesuit that its arms have stretched and popped all the seams on its arms for.
Ooh.
So it's clearly once a person.
Gross.
Wow. So, would you like to dodge this first attack as it's pounding its fists into you?
I would.
Great. Why don't you roll agility plus mobility real quick?
And of course, all my wonderful die.
Yep. You need 3 successes to get out of the way of this. The rest of you, start thinking about what you might want to do. Because I was about to say you have no weapons, but you have 2 flamethrowers.
No,
I've got one flamethrower.
Oh, that's right.
And 1 bolt gun.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's 4 successes.
4 successes? Wow.
Yes.
All right, so
oh my god, no face suckers.
Great. It's going to do it again.
God.
Dang.
Hey, even better this time.
Someone use your guns.
So,
Well, we have to wait.
well, hold on. We're going to have a dramatic moment here. As you take 4 damage.
Ooh.
Fine.
So what happens? Well, actually, I'm sorry. Roll a d6. Let's see. I think page 111 is the special page for you.
yeah, I would love that page, please.
Why would you need a special page?
There's literally no reason you could think of
One
why I
of
would
us.
need a special
One of
page.
us.
Roll a d6.
It's a 3.
Great. So this thing's pounding its fists into you, and one of the fists crushes your arm, and all of you see a spurt of a white liquid out of Davis's arm.
Not
And
again.
the whirring of servos as it is revealed that Davis is an android.
It does appear that you've been outranked by a synthetic.
So, and I believe that brings us to Davis.
Yeah.
So you have a destroyed
sad.
servo.
I have plus strength and agility now, though.
Correct. You
What
also,
the heck?
hey, so it's also important, you lose all of your stress.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can no longer push your rolls.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
You can only use one-handed gear now.
Can I take a
Is your smart gun one-handed gear?
Because I just saw that this person I thought was a person
Sure.
is not a person.
It actually
Yeah,
doesn't
I
say.
think I get a stress too.
Sure, if it doesn't say. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'll take it.
Great,
I lost the gun, or the gun's fallen.
great. So, it's your turn.
Oh, I want to just squish its face.
Go ahead.
I don't think I have the ability to. I don't know how strong androids are.
Well, you have what? Like, doesn't it say plus
Plus
strength?
3 in strength and agility.
Great. So you just take your strength and agility, add 3 to it.
Okay, let's do that.
Do you have unarmed combat?
Yeah, it does now.
No, I
Great.
do not.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's strength and agility.
Yep.
Agility plus this. Okay, I have to roll separate dice.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have what, 5?
This is just my
6.
agility.
And what was your number? 10?
10.
It's 1 success, 2
Does it
success.
go from the low number to the high number, or is it like
Low to high.
like D&D? No, unlike D&D.
As long as you pick an order and stick with it, it doesn't super matter.
That is 4 successes.
Wow.
Great. Let's see.
I just want to squish that
Now,
head.
you have the option of choosing having one of these successes be a stunt to have it go flying away.
You want to push it off you?
Might be a good idea. Just an idea.
I mean, yeah, probably. It's to get it away from me.
Sure,
If I can
great.
destroy it, if I can destroy it right now, that'd be great. But if otherwise, I'd like to.
So you had how many successes?
I had 4.
4? Great.
Yeah, that one
Let's
wasn't
see.
that one didn't count.
Yeah, you can just reach up with your good arm and just drive your hand through the goo, following the path the bullet took, and you just reach in and crush the skull. Or you thought there was a skull there, but you reach in and it's just goo the whole way. There's no skull there anymore. Like literally, the eyes kind of part as your hand passes through it.
Oh,
Ugh.
And then you reach in and grab whatever organ you think you can find and pull it out. Great. So you kind of like pull out what was probably a brain at one point, mostly because you think it trails some nerves that go out as the eyeballs are pulled out of the goo as well.
Yeah.
And it collapses on you.
ah.
So you're covered in your own white goo and this thing's goo.
Well, this sucks.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, it looks dead, right?
Sure. I mean, you can attack the android if you want.
No.
Okay.
Davis, I'm really disappointed in you.
Does anybody have continued hostile intentions?
I don't.
I am going to hyperventilate in the corner.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
Because
I'm-
everything I know, there's nobody around me. There's just all robots.
Hey,
It's just
Not
Rye,
all of us.
Rye.
Can I have the
I want you
initiative
to
card
get out of
back?
here safely.
Initiative card.
What we need to do is we need to make sure. I liked having this arm. We need to make sure that we destroy this ship. You still with me on this, Al?
Yeah.
We're gonna destroy this ship.
Chewing on my key card again.
We're gonna get out of here safely. So, anyone have any samples? Right now, this would be a time. If you have anything on you that is reminiscent of this alien, this strain, any information about it, yes.
I just
Ava.
wipe my face and you wanted a sample?
Stop it. Just I have a bunch on my face too.
So
She
I
swipes
just want to remind Ava that you can see through the wardrobe and closet is the escape pod.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you've actually told anybody else where it is in this room yet.
Ava, where's the escape pod?
Through that door.
So you look in, like there's through the wardrobe. There's an escape pod.
Okay. So, ouch. I am going to stay behind and destroy this ship. Ava, what is the safest way what is the quickest way to make the ship go boom? To stop
Where is this
all
infrastructure?
trace of this.
I mean, you could get Mother to do that.
Can I just rip this part of my arm that's just hanging off?
Yep.
Throws it in the corner.
How does I mean I would give okay. All right.
Yeah, that's legit.
I just don't want to talk to anybody.
Listen, Rye, grab anything of value that's not related to any of these creatures and go. Get to safety, okay?
Where am I
The
going to go to
escape
safety?
pod.
Oh,
Snap out of it. I need you here with me.
Please follow the indicating lines.
If
to
you
escape
died,
pod.
Cham died for nothing, okay?
If I'm looking at it as if the android's willing to blow up the ship, then yeah, we should go on the escape pod.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The human should get off the ship.
Can you
but what are we
give me
going to
a
do?
wits
There's
and
nobody
observation roll?
out here.
Well, we'll just have to take our chances out in space,
Here,
right?
take this. Gives you the axe. That's all I got. You're not getting the gun.
So does anybody want to go look at the cryopod?
2.
Okay.
Okay, so
yes.
Ryan and I, I'll go with Ryan to look at the
Great.
I'm just drag me at this point. I'm just like I'm
Okay.
contemplating that I'm going to get off the ship with.
I grab my other hand and
That's
slap
good.
her in
That
the
actually
face.
gives me more motivation to leave because
Yeah.
he's kind of torn about whether or not to leave.
No,
so
I just-
saving you is helping. So yeah, I
So
grab Rye and we stumble
Okay.
towards
so a
the
couple
escape
things.
pod.
One, you can you go to the escape pod. There's a keypad.
Wait, if
the
I have
doors.
more than 10 stress, what happens?
Oh, I have my key card.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Take it out of my mouth.
Yep. So you get to a keypad. There's
Yeah.
a spot you can slide the key card.
Right.
Doesn't work. This door is locked.
I turn it around. It's probably had the
Doesn't work.
the-
It's a USB key card in the future. Just
Try
keep
the
turning
other
around
way
like
one
3
more
times.
Blow on it.
It's got the
I'll
super
try
stage.
each.
Yep. It doesn't work. Every time it just flashes denied.
Ava, you bypass
and
this?
you look in the port hole,
Yeah.
and you can see there are 3 cryopods in the escape pod.
Okay.
So, just as they're like, Ava, can you do this? You notice that stumbling through the bridge is a large form, and you see Reed.
Huh?
So you turn and look at Reed.
Yes.
Reed looks at you, and immediately starts running towards you angrily. What would you like to do?
The escape pod is this way.
Okay, great. So I think all of you literally turn around and be like, Ava, can you take care of this, please? As Ava says, the escape pod is this way, and Reed just barrels into her.
How does Reed look?
Well,
Say gooey.
not quite. Reed looks like a person pretending to be an ape, but you notice that the sleeves of Reed's clothing have started to rip.
Oh.
Yeah, getting moldy. Get the spores in your skin, and
All
that's how you
right.
become a monster.
So
I'm gonna start. Like, you can't get the thing open. Can I tech it to bash it
Sure,
open
sure.
or something?
Don't-
Sure.
maybe
So
not
hold on.
smash
Let
it.
me see what
Not
happens to
Oh,
Ava.
I get
Yeah.
what you mean. I
let's
got
see
it with
here.
the
Close
gun.
yeah, and
combat.
I'll help her if I can.
3.
Let's see.
I'll try and pull rank on the computer.
Can pull rank on the computer.
Okay. Great. So you take 1 damage as Reed smashes into you, crashing into the ground. Let's all
threaten it with my
let's
pistol.
all roll initiative.
Oh no.
Is it obvious to me that Reed is
Yes.
no longer human?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, Reed is still human, but Reed is no longer in control of herself.
Can Reed be
Take the
saved?
top.
Not that you are aware of.
Do we share or do we?
I don't know. Await orders
Great. Flip over.
because I am submissive.
4.
Okay. So
2.
we're gonna go in order. I'm last.
Okay.
So it's gonna
that's
be
good. I like that.
it's gonna be John's first.
Oh, now
So-
are we in the same room?
Yep.
Where-
So
where-
basically, so you, the two of you, so you like imagine this is a suite in the closet, which is a walk-in closet. The
Right.
two of you are messing with the keypad, looking in, but you can like through the walls of the closet, through the framed in the door, you can see Ava has turned back and says, "The escape pod is this way," and then an extremely angry Reed just slams into her and slams her to the ground.
Okay, well I'm gonna shoot it with my pistol.
bad.
Great. So you pull out your pistol and shoot her. Go ahead. So you're gonna roll agility
I got-
plus unarmed combat.
Okay, I got 9 stress dice. 4,
Sweet. I mean, what are the chances you'll freak out with
6,
that?
7, 8, 9, right? And
Yep.
then agility is 3, and on range combat is 2, so
and
it's
then you check
5,
the-
and then 1 for the weapon is 6.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
See, I'm on it, Derek. I already
You
looked
are.
that
You
up.
got it.
If you duct tape that gun to the other gun and made like you might be able to have a double gun. Oh, here we go. Here's the magic. Oh, there's
Okay.
a lot of face
There's
huggers.
1, 2, 2, 3, 3 successes and 2
Okay,
faces.
so roll a d6 and add it to your stress level, which is 9.
9. 9 and 4 is 13.
That's a good number, right?
Great.
It's not nothing bad.
That's a lot.
You can't take it anymore. You must flee to a safe space and refuse to
Well,
leave.
we all know where that
Shut the door.
You won't attack anyone or attempt anything dangerous. You are not allowed to make a retreat or anything like that. So
So
your stress level decreases by 1.
We should all
Please
just
give me-
hang out in the lockers.
me this.
That's a
My,
safe
mine?
spot.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
No one's been hurt
The
in the lockers
only
yet.
remaining human stress
Oh,
level
I'm at
increases by 1.
12.
She's not the only remaining human, unless there's
Oh,
something.
well, I'm sorry. The only remaining human who's not freaking out and running away.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I do like. I really feel like at some point there should just be heart attack on this result. 'Cause I think that's what we're trying to push.
Is there actually like a point where you could actually get? Is that like in the?
I think I
you
have
can go
max
catatonic.
I feel like
stress.
19.
You can
might
go
be-
catatonic.
Okay. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So
That's cool to know.
Okay, I
So
have
the 3 successes don't mean anything. Yeah,
like
yeah,
basically,
yeah.
if the
Oh
result
my
on the panic
God.
roll would not negate your action, then they would still have an effect.
Right.
But
Right.
like
yeah,
you
yeah.
literally just you can't take this. You cannot handle this.
No, I can't handle it. That's
Reed
it.
is the last surviving member of your crew.
Yep.
You
That's
can't
it.
handle it.
That's
Back
it.
to the locker with you.
Back to the locker
Back to the
room.
locker with you.
Back to the locker room.
So you literally run all the way back down to the other end of the ship.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. So that was initiative what 2?
Yeah.
And I think we're
I got
Four, I have
5.
4. Great 4. All right, what are you doing?
I would like
Are
to.
you gonna pull the smart gun around with your one working arm?
I think so. Does the smart gun have extra bashing damage? Would that considered? Would
A little bit, sure. I'll give you a little bit.
Extra bashing down.
I would like to use my freakish alien or android strength.
Yep.
To try to smush this.
Great. Okay,
lead.
so you just swing this thing. Great.
Okay.
I'll give you a +1 bonus.
Okay.
This is not. Improvised weapon seems to be really good for us.
Yeah.
At least you didn't use your
One
own arm on
success.
it.
Oh yeah, you
2
could use your
successes, and then I got to roll the other ones.
How much? No, you don't have any stress.
No, I'm just using these as stress die
Okay.
because I have +3. I didn't have
yeah,
enough
yeah.
dice.
Sure. You're too good as an android.
So that's 4 successes.
4 successes.
You beat.
Okay. So
Go for the head.
yeah, you actually roll 2d6
Okay.
to see what you do to Reed.
Dang.
5 and a 3.
Great. Okay. So you beat Reed, and about the head, about the arms, there's a sick, wet crack as you literally beat her leg so hard that the bone snaps, and blood immediately starts pooling all around them.
Oh, that's
you are soaked in
Rye is
arterial
not gonna
blood.
like that.
And Reed begins to slowly kind of lose strength.
Okay.
All right.
Can I step on Reed's head or neck?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
So,
So I'm
Reed.
gonna
make sure.
hack this thing to open it. Then I guess that's the only
Sure.
way I can do.
Why don't you give me wits plus contact?
Hack the world.
Okay, so let me do my stress die first. Because I have so much stress.
It's a very stressful game.
I got two successes.
Two successes so far, no ones.
No ones.
All right. Big money, no whammies.
Hey! Oh, whammy.
All right. Okay. But
got a
3
whammy.
successes so far.
3 successes.
Before you roll the rest of your dice, let's see what happens. Just roll the d6.
Oh.
Oh, 1.
A 1?
Plus 1,
300.
2, 3.
Those are now
4.
metal.
They're 12.
Great. So
There's
you
doubloons?
flee. Where would you flee to?
Oh,
Is
wait,
it the
no,
lo-
no. This is 12. So
Great.
13.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
Oh,
Same-
flee.
it's the same one I
There's
got.
no safe place.
So are you just
The
gonna
only in the
like
pod is the
flee into
safe-
the corner of this closet?
Well, I can't. Oh, can I not, like.
You can't do anything. Like you are blindly fleeing.
Okay.
And if you don't think anywhere else is safe, then I think you literally just go into this closet and pull the clothes across in front of you.
Yes.
Great.
It's fair.
You reduce your stress by 1.
Oh, thank
Nice. Only one. Great.
Were there to be another human in the area, their stress would increase by 1.
Yeah. Sorry, I've kind of.
So, I believe we now get to
Oh,
you.
wait. I was actually as a 14.
No, it was 13. Let's keep going.
14?
Yeah.
All right. You berserk.
Honesty, your first mistake.
I'm sorry. I was like, oh,
That's
wait.
fine, that's fine.
There's so many
you're
I
good.
can't count.
You're so good.
How much there?
You're so good.
Oh, okay. What?
Great.
I get another one? And I'm
No, that was the one that you gave me. You
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
flee, so
I
you're
didn't
stressed.
flee.
So what happens is you see
So
this
many.
happening. You see him go over and beat Reed.
Yeah.
And you just fly out of this closet like a rocket. You cannot take this anymore. You are going to beat Reed until Reed is broken again.
Oh,
So
okay.
give me a 2d6 roll.
I will also beat.
So 50,
The
53
5
or 35? Let's see. No, let's go with the 53 again.
53. Yes.
I'm going to go up. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to go up higher on this one because you already got that. So you run over and you are just using your bolt gun as a bludgeon.
Yes.
And you are repeatedly hearing the crack, crack, crack of Reed's bones underneath your weapon.
Davis is just getting kind of splattered with
Yep.
bits of blood. Like, hey, Rye.
So Reed stops moving mostly, and you can tell that Reed's spine has been shattered.
Yeah.
And the arterial, the artery in the leg has been cut with the bone. Reed is going to die in moments.
Okay, cool.
But Reed is like still like trying to like crush your throat and not doing a super great job of it.
Hey, Rye, hey, Rye, you're doing great. You crushed her leg, the insides are all smushed up, the neck's not doing so good. You did great. You're safe, you're fine. Now we need to get you to calm down and hack into that ship, okay? One thing I need from you, hey, Rye, I only got one arm. Don't let me slap you with this good one. Rye, listen.
I mean, it was like, I can use the other one.
Rye, got that tape recorder?
No.
She dropped it.
You dropped it?
I threw it.
Promise?
You have it.
Yes. I don't look, or I'll just start
That's
pulling
right.
out
She gave it to
pockets.
me.
Do you have any evidence of any alien life on you?
Just
The blood?
get Reed off of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Grab anything of
so
value
like Reed
you
is
can,
just sitting
hack
there like,
that machine and get in there.
All right, I'm gonna shakily try. I don't even
there.
know how many dice I'm
There,
supposed to roll. Hold on. 1, 2, like 14.
I will
Plus-
console Reed until Reed is gone.
So hold on.
Good work,
okay.
good work, Ava.
I'm gonna try, like, crying. I'm gonna cry my heart out. Can I hack the ship?
sure, yeah.
All right.
So well, I mean, I think at this point, I think we can start entering like the rundown of our movie.
Okay.
The important question is, once you have opened the escape pod, do you go get John's?
John, do you have a recorder? Do you have a
Radio?
No.
I will.
Ava, why don't you bring Al back over here?
Right away.
Oh, it's also worth noting that the thing that attacked him does not seem to have a foot. It's
Good.
missing a foot.
Hand in hand.
No, but there's a lot of wounds on its hand and arm that clearly it pulled itself off the hull.
Does Ava have any weapons? Okay.
A flamethrower and a bolt gun.
Okay, good. Hey, use those.
That is the plan. Wait, on Al?
No, unless. No.
Unless.
Don't follow your orders.
Okay, so are you going to go pick up Davis or Johns? I'm sorry.
Me?
Is somebody going to
am.
recover Johns? You're going to go recover Johns. Great. So I think this is the part where the camera kind of pans around the ship. We get to see the current state of the ship. At some point, you'll pass by Science Lab 1 that you never went into.
Oh.
And there are a variety of specimens. This is clearly where all the actual evidence was. You pass by the shower that is fogged up, but every now and then, you start seeing these little things like squiggle across the window.
Yeah.
And then you get to him in the locker.
Yeah.
I've come to retrieve you and bring you to the escape pod.
Let's see. I'm at
Oh gosh.
8 stress.
Yep.
Okay. It's low.
So
this game.
he's chewed his key card in 2.
Would you like assistance?
I have so many stress.
Yes. Tell me. Yes.
I will
Command
pick
me.
him up like a baby.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Ava,
Yes.
So Ava picks you up do
baby.
you leave the bolt gun and flamethrower, or do you just kind of sling them over your back?
Sling them over.
Great.
Just hold.
Do you just have a nice smile on your face?
I'm trying to shave with one
You
half
never
of the key
cleaned
card.
the goop off your face. So Ava is patting you like your mother and leans in to cradle you, and you feel like this goop just ooze across your face.
Oh, great.
And,
It's-
probably some of the white goo dripping too.
It's probably warm though.
Yeah.
So you carry him back. Do either of you do anything to when you see John's wiping goo on the side of his face, clearly coming from Ava's face?
I think we all. I'm guessing me and Rye. This might be just me and Banzai too making this face at each other. But we're just like, ew.
Okay, so you get in
Well, I'm gonna try to.
No,
Oh, it's open?
Yeah, you have the luxury of time at this point. You're not
Yeah.
immediately being murdered. So you're gonna hack open the thing.
Can I assist?
Yeah.
Okay.
The two of you are gonna get in the cryopods.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are
Hey.
either of the androids gonna get in this escape pod?
Someone's got to stay to destroy the ship.
My primary concern is that the humans get off the ship.
That doesn't answer the question technically.
You were the closest thing. You were closer to human than I am.
I'm gonna hold on to Dave. One thing I have. Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. You're the one thing. Please.
Emotional support droid.
I'm gonna be just.
She's allowed one carry-on item.
Okay. So I just kind of with the big gun and the arm, just kind of put my arm around Rye. It's fine. Shh.
Okay.
So I look over at Ava. You gonna be able to destroy the ship?
Yeah.
Can you do it from here?
I need to go to the reactor.
So
Davis, the big gun. Trade you.
So Davis, you once you put Ryan in cryo, are you staying on the escape pod?
I'll let you know once we put Ryan in cryo.
Great. Ryan and Johns are in cryo. Are you entering the third cryopod? I don't think you are you?
No.
Great.
I think with the little bit of the Davis grabs her arm, gets a little bit of that white goo, and just kind of puts it on top of the cryopod.
Okay.
Goes back off the ship. Flamethrower,
Okay.
whatever gun.
So important question though. The escape pod ejects. We're going to have a sign-off moment in a second. We're going to figure out which one of you two wants to leave the message that is read over this scene that's about to happen. Actually, sure. Which one of you wants to read?
I can't. This is emotional. I cannot. I would say you have to.
Well, I mean, like, it's up to one of you is going to do it. This is the sign-off.
No, I'll do it if you want.
Do it? Great.
I am the captain.
Okay, so you're going to read this and just insert your names and stuff like that as appropriate.
My name's okay.
And Rye's name.
Rye, what was your first? Rye?
Oh, Kay.
Okay, Rye. Okay, sign off. Final report of the commercial starship Montero.
Well, in your case,
Albert.
Cronus, but sure.
Cronus.
Scientific.
Albert Johns reporting. Only K. Rye and myself have survived. The rest of the crew are dead, as are the crew of the other vehicle, the Montero. Both ships and their cargoes destroyed. It's up to the colonial marshals to take it from here and clean up this mess. This is Albert Johns signing off.
Great. So, while that is playing, the key question that I have is for Davis, also known as Lucas.
Yep.
Do you blow the ship up, or do you burn Ava before she has a chance to resist you?
I destroy the ship.
Okay. All right.
I make sure it's done.
Great.
It's much easier with two because of all those like.
Sure.
I'm gonna beef with
so
Ava.
there's probably that, like, both ships have been destroyed, and that's when it explodes.
Oh, can I say this is for Cham?
Sure, you can absolutely say
This
this
is for Cham.
For Cham.
Yep. And the camera again probably pans around the ship, and you see that there are lots more of these little creatures kind of wiggling out of eggs. I don't think there's any other around the ship that are moving, but it pans over the nest that one made in the radiator or the reactor core. It pans over all the other bodies that have been scattered around the ship, and then we are left with the two of you. You with that, and the camera will probably zoom in that there's still goop across your face in cryo.
Yeah.
And who knows if you will ever be rescued.
Yes.
Drifted. Oh, that's the goop.
They drifted right through the core system.
The goop.
Ah!
The goop.
I love this game.
So, that has been Chariot of the Gods.
Fantastic
the
job,
Alien
Derek.
RPG.
Well done.
I hope
Bravo.
everybody enjoyed themselves.
Yes, of course.
Thank
Very
you
good.
all.
That was great. That was fantastic.
I
My
can't
character
believe
had an emotional
that I
breakdown.
ran out of tokens for stress.
Oh, I mean,
I
kept
can
grabbing.
believe you're GMing.
I wouldn't be surprised if the rules are actually like, yeah, don't let them go over X amount of stress.
Oh, well,
but hey, whatever.
I kept in character, I was like, yeah, no, this is just like mental breakdown.
no.
Everything that happens now, I'm gonna get stressed.
That was pretty bad. Your friend ripped their arm off. And
I absolutely love the fact that multiple times you were like, yeah, just give me the stress right now.
This is stressful.
I am freaking out.
One of my absolute favorite things that, like, if I would love in the third act of an Alien movie, everyone runs away screaming every time. We ran away like 6 or 7 times. That was great.
Yeah.
That was great.
So, is there anything anybody wants to say about their character? Do you want to reveal anything about Davis's true nature?
Sure, yeah. I could, yeah.
In case anybody wasn't paying attention, Davis was the android the
So
whole
Davis
time?
played by Emma in the first 2 parts. Thank you, Emma, for letting me take over the role. It's been a lot of fun. I hope I did you justice. But Davis actually doesn't have an agenda. Lucas does. So basically, I'm a synthetic undercover agent codenamed Lucas. I work for the Bionational corporate rival to Weyland-Yutani. None of the rest of the crew knows this. I am here to hide the fact that I was an android and also to make sure that no evidence and this ship does not make it to Earth. And I would say that I mostly succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been even better if you could have delivered it to your corporate masters.
No, I don't like them either. Honestly, Davis had too much coffee.
Yep.
Wink.
Yep. Wink.
Yep. So, yeah, that is Alien.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I think that went pretty darn well.
That was
Very
great.
well.
That was so much fun.
Well done.
Yeah,
It
thank you,
was a
Derek, for
pleasure
running
to
this.
play with you all.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I did not imagine when I walked in here this morning that I'd be like sitting next to Peter chewing on a key card and then running into the shower.
Hiding in his own locker.
In the locker, like that was great.
Have you ever played Alien Isolation? That was pretty much
That's the
game.
entirety of Alien
Yeah.
Isolation.
It's
Yeah,
like Closet Simulator.
run and pray.
That's what I thought. As soon as you said that,
Does
I
anybody,
like,
while we still have a few minutes, does anybody in chat have any questions about the game? Do they have any questions for the players? Does anybody want to talk about anything they feel about the game, like things they thought were good or bad, or any impressions they want to share?
we killed so many people.
Well, yeah. We did kill
Well,
a lot of
actually,
people.
no, we didn't kill people. You
I
killed
killed
everyone.
Well, yeah. No, you're right. I killed everyone.
You did.
I loved playing this character. This character was great.
it was good.
I mean, it's I tried to have kind of a he's a submissive, but he's also a captain, so it's kind of a weird.
yeah.
So I tried to play him kind of going back and forth.
No, that
a
worked.
lot.
That showed a lot.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do that. The brief time he was an NPC, he was just like, sure, yeah, I'll go along with what you say. And Reed was just kind of bullying him constantly.
Yeah.
That's how she got the Mean Marine label.
Oh, Reed was the mean
Well,
marine.
and part
I'm
of
glad I
his-
squished her.
And part of his personality is he attaches himself to other people, and
That's who you were backing
yeah,
up until
yeah,
you found out
yeah.
that she was an android. And even then, you were still like,
Yeah, I think that I was kind of playing him stunned about that, but like, I don't know, it's a damn useful tool.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially with that big of
you
a
can
gun.
you can have an emotional attachment to a tool.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
What's your favorite Roomba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
What about you? I mean, you were relatively quiet. You were, because you played the android, and you basically just went off and saved the
Everybody,
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
You did all the work.
I did it feels like Alien.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Great.
Yeah. Well, I think my character's just wiped for life, kind of thing. Like just.
Well, don't worry.
Totally,
No one might find
well,
you.
I mean,
You're
like
wiped for
my-
life until the sequel.
Until the
Yeah.
sequel, but I think mine for emotional reasons. Like my background was like the reason I was stealing is because I had a sick family, poor family, and that's why I was always like, hey, money.
Yeah. I was hoping that Clayton was that you were gonna go longer for Clayton, but then you just were like, no, what's the deal with this Clayton problem?
I don't trust Clayton.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Yeah,
Karen.
you obviously shouldn't trust
Yeah,
Karen.
and that's why
Yeah.
she got the bullets.
But I was trying to save the recorder, but it doesn't matter anyways.
Okay.
Doesn't
But
matter.
if you look in your pocket, there's a shiny piece of silver. No, I don't know.
I just got a packet full of stuff. Not really that
Yeah,
much.
you have like all
No,
the
I
personal
think
items
at
of
a
the dead
certain
crew.
point, the
Start with a
amount
few
of
hundred
stress
credits.
I've already condoned that I was gonna. My family's just screwed. Whatever. It's just whatever.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So the stress mechanic is very interesting in this game.
On
Yeah,
the plus
I
side,
like
though,
it.
like no one might find your bodies.
It was very interesting. You guys were at the end succeeding fantastically, or running away screaming. Like
Yeah.
there was not a whole lot of middle ground there.
Yeah, that
No
was pretty
middle
great.
ground. Only running and screaming.
That was pretty great. This was
Yeah,
it was really tense. I
I
really
like the
enjoyed that.
mechanics a lot.
Yeah.
Great.
What happens
Yeah,
at the higher
it's like
levels?
interesting.
At 15 plus, you can just go catatonic.
Okay.
You were really bumping right up against
That's not
just
good.
going still.
That,
If,
yeah.
if that happens to an android that's undercover as an android, does that still?
Yeah, so the rules are until you reveal yourself as an android, you act like a human. So the idea is that you're just simulating these stress responses.
So
as
if
best you
if I did go to like a catatonic state, could I break myself out by revealing that I'm an android?
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
just this is just curious.
Yeah,
I'll
like
say
the
that on
kind
that
of
show.
the panic results are not necessarily permanent.
Oh,
So it's not your
okay.
catatonic for it's not, you don't lose your character.
Just for like a-
It's
Right.
basically like remember every 10 minutes or so, if you're calm, if you think you're safe, you can reduce your stress.
Okay.
The same thing happens for the panic situation. So like if you have shakes and you're at -1 agility, if you take a scene to just calm down, collect, drink some coffee, whatever you need to do, then
Yeah.
you can clear away that panic response. Basically.
Okay, that's cool. I was not. Whenever you see like a licensed game, I'm always a little wary of.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I tend to like, oh, okay, let's see what this is. This actually feels like Alien. It's got the vibe and the fact that it's got an act structure. I'm really curious to see how this this plays in a long form. If you were to do this long
If
form.
Well, so
It is,
one of the interesting things about the long form is that like you'll earn story points. The player earns the story points, not
Not the characters, because they move on, because the characters probably die pretty frequently. That is cool.
That is cool.
Yep,
I
and
like
you
this
can
as
spend
well.
story points for a couple different things.
I like
Okay.
that. I like that a lot. But yes, no, I had fun.
Great. It doesn't seem like chat has any questions,
Nope.
so I just want to thank all of my players for joining us. I had a great deal of fun
Thank
running
you
Alien.
for GMing.
I'm glad I finally have gotten to the end of this adventure.
How many episodes
This
you run it?
is the third time I have run it. Each time
success.
we've gotten to the end of Act 1, and the guy pops out of the eye, and they're like, "Ah!" and then we end.
That's it.
Here's the thing. All you gotta do is tell him to hide in the lockers.
Yeah, it's like my
Closet
experience.
simulator.
It's like my experience with Seven, where we recorded it off of like pay-per-view TV, and it got all the way to "What's in the box?" and the tape cut out, and I didn't see the rest of the movie for like 15 years.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like this was really fun. It was really fun running at Origins. Like every
Yeah.
time I've run it, because when I don't know if I told you, but I ran it for Girl Scouts,
Yes.
and that
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
ridiculous and amazing too.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. I highly recommend this to anybody who likes horror games.
Yes.
Do
Play it in the dark.
Do check in with your players about the horror, as you can see from last episode. But thank you, Banzai, Joe, Markus, and Peter. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks to Chaldea Studios for providing us the studio space.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Chat loved the studio space. They're like, oh,
Yeah, it's real good. Thank you to Gen Con for making me work on a Friday night. And don't forget that we have a whole bunch of other shows on Twitch. On Monday, we're going to have the Brothers Murph, who are going to be playing board games. And then on Wednesday morning, the Brothers Murph will come back and... there we go.
Miniatures with Murphs.
Huh? Yeah,
Miniatures-
minis with the Murphs.
Murphs.
They'll be painting minis, showing people how to kind of like paint their board game and miniature collections a little bit.
What happens Wednesday night? Or Wednesday
well,
afternoon?
Wednesday afternoon, Peter has another show, Fireside, where
That's right.
where he interviews.
I will be interviewing Don Murin this coming Wednesday, who's
Hey.
the former art director for TSR and still at Wizards of the Coast.
So this season of Fireside, you're interviewing D&D 3rd Edition folks.
People, yes, we go in search of the untold stories behind your favorite games, and we are covering Dungeons & Dragons, so we're interviewing people that worked on Dungeons & Dragons in the late 90s, early aughts, 3rd edition D20 era.
I hear that was a pretty pivotal moment for a lot of the industry or something, maybe.
I think it was, well, yes.
Okay, all right. Wednesday nights at 6:30, we have Westgate Irregulars, which is a group of local fantasy authors who are playing D&D together. I don't know if you have a chance to watch that yet. And then Fridays at 11 a.m. we have Table Takes, where Banzai, Emma, and Christian, who are not here, join us. We all talk about the headlines and news of the week, and then spend a while sharing Kickstarters that we thought were interesting, that we really wanted to succeed and want people to know about. And then after that, we have New Release Rundown, where a representative from a local store will bring games that have come out over the past couple weeks that they think are really good. We'll talk through them, kind of show them, maybe play them a little bit. We played Yeti in the House today,
Yeah.
which was adorable and dumb. And then,
Still up there?
no, we made sure she took it,
Okay,
didn't
good.
leave it here. And then at 6 p.m. we'll have game night, and next week you're going to be running / facilitating.
Yes, we're
Fiasco.
going to be playing the new second edition of Fiasco
Yes.
by the Diana Jones Award-winning Jason Morningstar, and I believe you're in the game with me, right?
yes,
Banzai?
me and
And
Emma,
and
and then Anna.
Anna. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're going to be playing Tales from Suburbia playset.
Okay, great. Well, that was a question that we were going to have for you: is which playset, so we can prepare some assets. So, if anybody's not familiar,
Assets?
Fiasco,
What?
like pictures and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Yes.
So, like assets, we need to hire a hitman to take you out in case you get too
I'm
excited.
just
Take them out. So, if
I just thought if I'm facilitating the game, I should know what you're up to.
yeah.
And then, no. I
If
really
anybody
shouldn't.
is familiar with Fiasco, it's a very classic game of like a storytelling game. You'll have characters. There's no GM, but it's kind of like a Coen Brothers movie. You'll have a bunch of characters who really are in way over their head, get into horrible situations and fail to get out of them.
With big ambitions and poor impulse control.
Yep.
Yes.
And the
awesome game.
first edition used a bunch of dice and a book, and you would compare to charts. The second edition,
Uses cards.
which was recently kickstarted, will
Yes.
be released soon. Replaces all that with decks of cards.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can draw what relationship you
Mm-hmm.
have with the players and stuff. It's really fun, and you can
Yeah.
just like mix and match the scenes, and you'll be like, aha, now you have to do this.
Great.
Cool.
So, hope that you can join us for that. Hope that you enjoyed Alien. If you missed any of it, it will all be on YouTube. Speaking of missing things, Fireside, we have a podcast for that as well. So if
Yeah.
you missed that, the new episode comes out Friday, and we release Magic episodes on Monday.
Yep. So there's 2 podcast episodes a week. You can check it out by looking at Gen Con wherever your podcasts are, and maybe hit the like, subscribe, download, review. It's really cool. Really good stories. Awesome stuff.
Leave a like and a comment. All the things.
Genuinely
Great.
love it. I've been listening to it nonstop. It's great.
Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate you being here, and I hope we scared the pants off you.
Yes.
Cheers.
Bye, pants.
Au revoir.